But
we would not have picked him to miss that shot, and now also to kill one of his reds against the cushion. So it's almost like he was trying to force the shot. Maybe his cueing arm isn't as smooth as he would like it, but again, something I'm sure he will rectify very soon.
Yeah, because from what you have seen here, Michi, one can tell that, he wasn't really cautious of the type of landing he had on that ball, because when he played onto the first ball there in Sobo, he needed to go at least past that center pocket space, to be able to be a lot closer to every other ball there.
I also think he left the ball quite straight. It would have been a lot easier if he left himself with a little angle to take pressure off the pot and not inadvertently lying too close to the cushion or not trying to force the ball like he did.
Now the big question, is he going to commit to that red for a double first? Because if he does get the double right, then the finish is on.
Then he can make the finish. I would. It's a beautiful shot, nice recovery. And now again, very little work to do. He's just got to take the few seconds that he has to regroup, settle into each ball, settle into each cue action, and you should make short work of this little finish.
Yeah. In my opinion, I do believe that Aaron wasn't so much mindful about where he's going to land, without leaving Nsobo on.
Yeah, he overran a little bit of that position, didn't he? In the attempt to develop that problem yellow.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to tonight's edition of the Super Pro League, the Gauteng Premier Division. And we're going to take this opportunity now to thank our sponsors. That is our main sponsor, Sombani Group of Companies. Also thanks to Nooks Creative for the branding, Q Sport Africa Media and the production team, as well as Billiard Cafe. And so on the black now. Is he going to dispatch this for a 1-0 lead?
He should.
There we go, Michi. Your sentiments on how he went about closing that frame?
Obviously, he could have made it a lot simpler for himself, and you have to think that when you miss those simple pots, how many precious seconds, even a minute or two, are you wasting that you could be using at the end of the match to get another vital frame? So that's why it's so imperative to be accurate and laser focused, as well as attacking in every single frame. It's not an easy ask, it's a tall order, but if you want to get ahead in this league, that's what you've got to do.
Yes, guys, you're seeing Nsobo there on the stream. What are your impressions of how he applied himself on the opening frame? I mean, this is the guy that just came short in season 1, Nsobo, and I'm sure he would like to launch himself, to try and challenge for the honors in season 2.
I remember having a chat with him in one of the interviews, and he said that he's never satisfied with second. He wants to be the best, he wants to be first. So he wants to use this season to prove that he is the best. He will have a bit of work to do. He's got a lot of strong competition.
Where are you watching? Please give us your views as to where you're watching from, and who are you watching this game with? That's important to know.
So just to give you guys some updates of how our viewership is growing. We had 8,000 viewers on Facebook last week, so thank you for that. And then over 1,700 viewers on YouTube. And we've had viewers from Zambia, Zimbabwe, Botswana, as well as pretty much every province in South Africa. So thanks, guys. And while you're watching, why not stop and leave a comment and say hello, and we will say hello back. And then while you're at it, subscribe and share, and let's get this awesome league out there to the rest of our pool community. Yes. Once again, red party.
Yes, a very good passage of play by Nsobo now, where he's got to start by the top and then come to the bottom red that is on the right hand side, and then the one closer to the black, and it should be voila,
Yeah, he's just
it's
got to make
concentration
sure
time
that he gets precise precision, especially on that last red. You don't want to leave yourself very awkward on the black. He will use a little bit of left-hand side, bottom side, to bring that white for this bottom rail shot on the left-hand side. He can have a little angle on it, he can be fairly straight on it, that's fine, as long as he leaves himself with a nice position for that last red. Coming off 2 cushions, leaving it quite nice and straight, getting that white closer to his work. And it's nice to see he's just making sure of exactly where he wants that white ball for that last red, because the black is in an awkward position. Let's see if he can finesse this in.
Very good shot there, Michi, setting himself for the black.
It was alright, but he left himself on the cushion, a little bit awkward. Shouldn't be a problem for him, however. But the point is that he minimized the angle on that last red just to make that black a little bit easier.
Yeah, I think he wanted to make 100% sure of the pot there, yeah.
Yes, rather do that and then just trust your cueing. So in Solvo, making a nice tidy little finish to go up 2 frames to 0.
And another frame by Nsobo to go 2. Is it with an apple that makes it 3 now?
Yeah, that will enable him to at least get that bonus point. Just to remind our viewers, there was a couple of questions about it last week, but a break and finish gives you a bonus point, but not necessarily another point in the race to 9. And then a golden break is also a bonus point, but you still have to get 9 frames if you want to conclude the session.
So there's got to be 9 frames played, excluding the bonus points.
Excluding that, yes. So by the end of the session, you could rack up 12, 13 points. Like Llewellyn, I think he got 11 points.
11 points last week, yeah.
And again, Aaron's stuck in his chair, probably a little bit irked that he didn't win that lag.
What do you think is going through Aaron's mind at this juncture, yeah?
I think he'll be a little annoyed that he also missed that safety shot on that yellow near the bottom cushion.
Yeah,
I think he'll really be annoyed with himself with that one.
And so what kind of like changed the spot from where he was breaking from the last one, Michi. But sometimes you're not mindful, especially when you're getting into the groove of things, you know. There will be slight movement, left side movement, right, you know.
Yeah, like micro movements, yeah.
Still open.
Still open.
Yeah.
And the reds look fairly decent. There's just one ball to develop in that little cluster near the black. If Aaron manages to get a point on the board, he'll feel a lot more relaxed, a lot more confident, and you'd probably see him really going for his finishes. He landed with just a bit of an odd angle on that red. He didn't want to land so far.
He's got to make this shot work for him to...
He's got to make it work.
Yeah.
And that's why he's missed that pot now. Still, Silva's not in the best position.
Yes.
He's got a bit of work to do.
It leaves him vulnerable because of that open passage of play, you know, to Nsobo's left-hand side now.
Yeah, I mean, there's that little cluster of yellows near the bottom of the table, closest to where we're sitting. But again, easy to rectify as long as Nsobo plays good positional shots.
Who is watching on the stream? Do we have Danielle? Do we have Sonia following us tonight, guys? It will be interesting to know.
Good evening, Dan and Sonia.
Anyone watching from Soweto? Anyone watching from the northern suburbs? Please let us know.
Aaron just playing a containing shot. Won't necessarily be enough.
Yeah.
Aaron's just got to bide his time. When he gets his opportunities, he must take them.
And he's got to take them with both hands, because you just never know how big a chance is we've seen the great Ray Mohammed as well as Nish in the venue coming to
Nice
see
to see
what's
some familiar
unpacking.
faces back in the
Yeah.
venue. And Aaron has a little opportunity here to play that red off the cushion, off the yellow, and knock his other remaining red out the way.
Yes, what a
He's
shot.
done really nicely. He's got, he'll be fine.
This is more
He's got a
natural
little-
as well.
Yeah, natural angle. He's got a cut into the left-hand center on that red, play it off the cushion. He opted to go for the other red. Made it actually much easier for himself.
Let's see how he goes about this. Mishi in trying to wrap up this frame here.
Yeah, he'll just play a little bit of drawback. Nothing complicated.
All right, whilst you're
Yeah,
watching the
overdrew
action
that
here,
bit.
please look out for the player with the best finish of the season, the fastest finish, the most breaks and finishes. We'll be handing out prizes to each player. And he hanged the black there.
That positional shot from before wasn't great. He didn't have to overplay that.
What do you do if you're unsober?
I think it'll pay off to actually go for the frame. I mean, the cloth is fast enough for him to bring it around and get position on that little cluster of yellows. And he's got a couple of balls to do that with. He might opt to go for this rail shot to break those to open.
Let's get to see what he decides in sober. Yeah, I mean, he's got a finish, rather
Let me go
challenging
for that
one.
rail shot on the bottom right-hand side. He misjudged that potting angle a little there.
Yes.
Almost like he was trying to force it. If he had
Yeah.
just dropped that in smoothly, it would have come back nicely to the left-hand side of the table, and you
Yeah.
would have been able to pot the yellow closest to the black. And now Aaron will be on the board. I'm sure he's relieved about that.
Very much relieved, Aaron. We've got a game in our hands. I mean, only a 2-point deficit, and Aaron's got the break now.
Yeah, let's see what he does. Let's see if he can start
Yeah.
racking up those finishes that he says he wants to go for. I know in previous discussions, he's had no easy points, and feels like he's having to earn points the hard way. So let's see if he can make it a little bit easier for himself. Pick off those easy finishes, maybe even get a golden break or two, and then it'll take a lot of pressure off him at the end.
All right. Mishi's going to give you the player stats for Nsobo right now so that you get to know this and that about Nsobo.
Right, and Nsobo is ranked third currently. He's on 6 points. If you remember from last week, he played Quinton, one of the new pro players, and they drew 6-all. So quite a high frame count in that match, quite a good match as well. He's won 5, lost 5. There was a break and finish. So there's a couple of bonus points in that too. As we see Aaron break off here, he's currently ranked 6th. He lost to Shane 8-5. He had such a great start, and he was on the verge of going 4-0 up before Shane kicked into gear.
There's a slow-mo of the break. We just saw how he smashed the front ball there. And it's a very nice open passage of play, but it all depends on his opening shot here.
Yeah.
Because you got that yellow and the red sandwich next to where the black spot
so
is.
it becomes a little tricky. So he's going to pick off the reds and use that opening shot to break them, which he does quite nicely. So he's got a couple of options now to play around with. He's probably going to take that centermost red to the top right-hand side to try and get position on that problem red towards the top of the table.
Yeah, let's get to see how he goes about negotiating this passage of play. Yeah? Doesn't seem like
He missed it.
everything went the way he planned.
No, it didn't. Must say hello to Sandy. She's a regular supporter
Yes,
of
Sandy.
this league, so
Sandy
always
B.
lovely to hear from you.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll be getting into the comment section to see who is following this live stream and where you're watching from. We are live on YouTube as well as on the Super Pro Facebook page. Any of Ntobo's fans, please give a shout out. Any of Aaron's friends, let's get to know who's watching from where.
See, Ed has just greeted us. Lucky Fish, you're in Bali, so enjoy. I hope the weather's good, so enjoy your time there. And a very good evening as well to Mklatsi, watching from Soweto. Rooting for Nsovo in this match.
Yes, and we've got Ed Hall saying, hi, Prince and Mishi. We are watching all the way from Bali. Great job on the commentary as usual. Looking forward to lots of breaks and finishes tonight. Good one there, Ed.
And also hello to William, the lady in Rudaport.
Yeah.
And he's pretty confident that Nsovo is going to win this particular match.
Yes. And we've got Mahlatsi Maredi watching all the way from Soweto to say, come on, Nsobo. Hustlers Backball Association says the camera quality is out of this world. Thank you so much. Yeah.
So big ups to Simbane Group for their amazing camera work.
Yes, and lest we forget, our main broadcaster, that is Q Sport Africa Media, for bringing you this beautiful production week in and week out for the 7 weeks that we're going to be having this. So it's that time where Mishi will give you the lowdown on Aaron, his stats.
So as I mentioned last, he went up 4-0 against the mighty Shane Pillay, but ended up losing 8-5. So he wasn't thrilled with that performance, but he's not taking that to heart. He's still feeling confident. He's still going to go for it, and he's still going to try and get those breaks and finishes a little bit easier. A very talented player indeed when he gets going.
Who is supporting Aaron on the stream here? I haven't seen any of Aaron's supporters.
Well, I do know
Come
he's
on,
got
guys,
supporters
be a
sitting here
sport.
tonight. I think he
And
it's
Mareza
his other half
says
that's supporting
Nsobo
him
is
there.
playing well. Wow, what a phenomenal shot to land on that black for the center pocket.
Shouldn't
Looking
prove too
at
much
the
work
top
for
view there.
Nsovo. Yep. And he's starting to look quite comfortable on the table, doesn't he?
Yes, he does. Massive frame, Mishi. This we could refer to as a swinger frame because there were two sides to this frame again.
Yeah, I think Nsovo's just taking his opportunities and capitalizing a little bit more.
Yeah.
And it's like it's a bit of a snowball effect because now he's feeling in the groove, he's in control of the match, and now he's going to start, I think, queuing a lot more freely.
Yes. And I'm of the opinion that, the sparring hasn't really got into that level. Like boxers, they would start by kind of like feeling each other and whatever.
Feeling each other out,
yeah, we need to we're getting up to the second half of the session now. So we need to be having these guys, really going at each other.
I think Nsovo's almost there. I don't think Aaron's had enough opportunity on the table. Nsovo's been commanding most of the frames. But yeah, let's see. Hopefully the second half of the match we'll start to see more fireworks from each player.
Yeah, let's get to see.
Yeah, very nice contact with that front ball, potting a red. Although didn't have the best leave, now he's got not an open passage in those reds. There's a cluster of yellows protecting one of those reds. Let's see how he develops it, or if he even chooses still to go for red. It's a little bit awkward. So Nsovo opting for yellows.
Later on, we'll take you through some of the upcoming matches, tonight, so that because we're hosting 4 matches every Thursday night. So we will give you the fixture for what's coming later tonight. We know that in the next week we got Quinton up against Llewellyn.
Which is a match I'm sure that no one wants to miss based on how Llewellyn performed last week. So that will be a very exciting encounter, I'm sure.
Yeah. But back to the match that we watching now in Soho. How is he going to try and develop this red here? Oh.
Yeah, he was focusing on the development of those yellows rather than the pot.
Yeah. And how often does that happen?
Oh, so often. I mean, we're human after all.
Look at his body language after that. It's like, how the heck?
That's slight annoyance. Yeah, slightly annoyed. Let's see what Aaron can do. Yeah, he was left with such an awkward opening shot. Like this.
Unforced error.
Yeah.
Unforced error.
The safety wasn't all that easy. And now Nsovo has every opportunity to extend his lead even further.
And we've got Anel say, hi, I'm watching from Tabeja, that is in PE. And we've got Akani Sean saying Nsovo will win. And Sonia, right there.
It's always wonderful to see Son's game supporting. She's such a Q sport enthusiast, and she's always supporting, especially the women's game. So she's such an ambassador for our sport.
Congratulations to Sonia and Pullet Line for reaching, the milestone of 7,000 followers. This follows right in the footsteps of our broadcast last week that recorded almost close to 2,000 viewers on YouTube.
Yeah. It's interesting, we were speaking now about Nsovo getting into the swing of things. We just had a comment here from Marisa, I hope I pronounced that correctly, that one of the misses that Nsovo had against Nikki last week, that's kind of spurred him on to make fewer mistakes this time round. He does look very focused, I must say.
Yeah. Marisa is Cesar Shandiga's #1 fan right here in South Africa.
Oh, okay.
Good evening, Hosi Marisa. Watching from the north of Johannesburg with love. Guess who's just joined the stream now? Nikki. Good to have, the females making their time, women development in Q sport. It's something that we hold dearest to, and we do hope that in upcoming years we'll get to see a lot more ladies coming into the Super Pro, joining you, Missy, that is just played in the Super Pro playoffs,
Yeah, maybe one day I'll get to the Pro League. I'm certainly working on it. And it must be said of you, Prince, that you've always been an ambassador for the ladies' game. And you've always been looking for opportunities to grow the ladies' game. So I'm interested to hear of any projects or upcoming events that you might know of.
Africa is raising its hand to be the destination of choice for pool. And what better way than to make it all accessible and all inclusive? And
No, absolutely.
SPL is just positioning itself.
It is one way to do that. I'm sure.
It's lovely, so Mishi, to see most of these players arriving way ahead to be able to get, their preparation time in terms of practice frames and whatever, because it's a big stage and preparation is key.
Yeah, they're always, Niko has been here since about 6 o'clock already practicing. So I'm sure he wants to improve upon last week's performance. Just this frame here, it's disappointing to see Aaron miss a very simple pot. So he's not in his rhythm just yet. But there's still time, so let's not write anyone off in terms of any matches. We've seen stranger things happen. But Aaron definitely needs to find his groove if he's going to put more points on the board.
Let's see how Nsovo negotiates this.
Another unforced error. Yeah, but it was an unforced error as well. He forced the shot, trying to get position on the yellow. Now Aaron has been let off the hook just a little bit, so let's see what he does with his opportunity now. Nice pot, nice solid pot. Now he wants his white ball to end up fairly close to that red, just to make it a bit easier for him to land nicely on the black. And I'm not so sure, has he overrun that? No, perfect. Just waiting for the camera feed. Nice and straight on the black. Should take a little bit of the pressure off Aaron now.
We've just seen the entrance of the Panther, Llewellyn stepping into the house, the man that's on top of the leaderboard.
I wonder, does he feel any pressure tonight? Not, he'll never show it, but I think he uses that pressure to his advantage.
Yeah. Aaron just won this frame, Mishi.
Yeah, back on the board, back within 2 frames. This match can still change.
Yes. Could have been a lot tighter if there
could have
weren't
been.
loose shots here and there.
We could have had a few more frames on the board without loose shots as well. Very nice positional shot there from Aaron.
There's a relook at the finish that Aaron came up with, brought to you by Q-Sport Africa Media, your #1 provider of streaming solutions in Africa and beyond.
Be interesting to see if he's going to go for that golden break. It looks like he's going for that second ball break and got some good movement off that. Ooh, that black was traveling towards that pocket, but he still made fairly decent spread.
All right, Mishi says I'm coming out a little bit soft on the mic. Can you hear me a lot better now, Sonia?
Now's Aaron's opportunity to make this a nice even contest.
Yeah, Aaron wanting to step up,
No, of
his
course.
challenge for this session here.
Just misjudged that yellow on the rail just a little bit. And he won't be happy with that at all.
Yes, and players need to understand that it's moments like this where you need to step up and be there and be counted.
Right, so Nsolvo got a fair amount of work to do in this frame as he takes his opening red. He's got 2 little problem balls, maybe just one, to work out. He doesn't want to do too much with that black being so close to the pocket. He could use his red to knock off the black, but then could leave the black safe.
And
That's a good shot.
What is impressive here is the fact that, now the players are opening themselves up to want to attack.
Oh, you have to in this format.
With the amount of time left on the clock, Mishi, how many more frames do you anticipate that we could have?
I reckon we have about 5 more frames in this match. Maybe 6 if they start to accelerate their break building, finish building capacity. He landed a bit awkward on this red, but if he manages to pull off this pot, he's well set. Yeah, it was always going to be a bit awkward.
Shot.
Yeah. Now, Aaron, another opportunity to change the narrative of this match.
Worried looking, it's over. Poking his nose there, thinking to himself, I could have been 5-2 up. And
now
Aaron
hasn't left himself very well. So he will probably go for the containing shot, the safety. He's got to be sure of the safety, though. Well executed. Well executed. If Aaron gets ball in hand, he will almost definitely finish off this frame.
Continue giving us your comments on the match. Mishi is here to read on some of your comments, and so we get to know who's following and where you're watching from.
Yeah, I'd be interested to see what people think about who's the strongest performer right now. Who do they project to be top of the leaderboard?
Wasn't that unlucky?
A little, yes. That's the thing when your white ball's traveling in unpredictable sort of directions, especially when you're coming out of a snooker.
There we see a replay of that shot there again.
Beautiful
It's over.
pot.
That could have left him on a finish, actually.
It would have. But that's where you take your chances. What else are you going to do? So, Aaron with a golden opportunity here.
Aaron should finish from here.
Yeah. 100%.
He's not scared to go.
And that's what I like about his game. He's not scared. It doesn't matter what the scoreline is. He just keeps on plugging away. And that's such a good quality to have. He also mentions that he just wants to enjoy his time out there. And when you start enjoying yourself, you start playing well.
What an opening match here.
And now the scoreline tells a very different story. We're right back in it. Very even contest now when it looked like Nsovo was going to stamp his authority on the match.
Now there goes Aaron taking frame number 3.
And with a break to come. Imagine if he gets a golden break or if he gets a break and finish. He will be taking control.
A break and finish and a lot more apples, just to go towards the end of this.
Aaron looking much more relaxed now.
How unlucky was it, a passage of play by Nsovo there?
No, of course. I mean, but that's the risk you take.
Yeah.
But you have to go for those shots. Sometimes
Scoreline?
lady luck isn't on your side. So now, Aaron, 3-4 down. Let's see what he does with this break. I think he's also going for that second ball break. Unfortunately, enoughing on that break.
Yes.
And he will feel like he just can't catch a break, so to speak. Getting good movement on the black there. So I think he's working out how to get that golden break right. And I think as time progresses, he will start making more of those.
Yeah. He knows it himself, Aaron, that his body language was not of the very best when he went down on the shot to break, Yeah. So let's see what Nsovo is seeing from the top angle. So
Nice opening pot. He's got some small problems on the left-hand side near the bottom of the table, closest to the score line.
it's a yellow party here.
Yeah, so he used his first shot to open up those yellows. Could have gone for red as well. He just had more work to do on it. But now he's leaving it making it look like a very straightforward, simple finish. Starting to see that lovely, smooth cue action that we associate so well with this game.
Yeah, let's get to see how Nsovo gets this. It looks more like a routine finish, but he needs to pot here and then get a slight kiss on that red over there.
He still has options, however.
Yes.
So he didn't have too much work to do there. He just had to make sure that with these center pockets being so unforgiving that he didn't overplay the shot or force the shot too much.
Yeah. Mareza, in one of the tournaments, made mention of how players want to elaborate, especially on open finishes, and just don't go for an easy finish, Could this be the case in this finish that Nsovo has got?
I don't think so. I think he's just reading the natural run of the table pretty well. I mean, like he had a strange little angle in between those yellows and just felt like it was easier to run through on that center shot and then give himself a cut into this bottom left-hand side. But still, he's got a cue over the red, sure. But I think he wanted to keep his, he's opted for the other yellow now. But I think he wanted to keep his
What a shot.
white closer to that yellow, and then he took his medicine now and was like, no, let me get a better position. So his fundamentals are really good, his pattern play is really good.
Yeah, he played drag right to get onto that ball there. Yeah, so
No, a tidy
those
finish.
are tricky shots,
Yeah, I mean, you've really got to concentrate and not take any of those shots for granted and land exactly where you want.
There we see our ref there, Petunia.
And once again, thank you, Petunia. You're doing a great job. And once again, that's 2-frame lead restored.
What can you say about the pace that was applied by Msobo?
Oh, no, pinpoints. He's really feeling the pace of the table. He's used to it. He's playing very delicate shots, actually, with a lot of finesse.
Look out for the player with the best finish of the season, the fastest finish, the most breaks and finishes. We'll be handing out prizes to each player for these categories at the end of the season. We'll set up a voting platform for the viewers to nominate their favorite shot and favorite finish. And if you cast a vote, you'll be eligible to win a fantastic prize.
Sounds amazing. Look at that break. And Silver has options, yeah. And if he gets that break and finish, well, then he's going to extend his lead quite significantly.
Yes.
Yeah, yellows do seem like the more obvious choice. Now, let's see with that top rail shot, if he cues it a bit smoother than that first frame where he...
It's almost identical, huh? Yeah.
Relatively, yes. So now that he's feeling the stroke a little bit better on the table, let's see if he's able to cue that nicely this time round.
12 and a half minutes left on the clock. And this time, he played the shot just absolutely perfect.
Perfect. But it's all about that smooth cue action. He actually played it with a fair amount of force. The timing, the follow through has to be accurate.
What a great passage of play by Msobo there.
Yep.
He's literally about 3-4 shots away from grabbing this frame, and it could be an important lead.
Yeah, I think it will be
10 minutes,
a very important lead and very valuable points to just edge closer to the sort of top position. You can see the furrow in his brow. Look how much he's actually concentrating. He's not taking any shot for granted.
So this is where ball selection comes into play. You know, you are in what is termed the triangle of balls.
That center yellow is the best option to reduce the angle on that yellow near the bottom left. You still want a little angle on that right-hand yellow, just so that you can come off the cushion nicely for that black, perhaps in the center pocket.
We had an almond back in the days that used to be the coach to Sean Hammergreen. Do you remember that almond?
No, it's before my time.
Sean
Too young for that.
Yes, and he always insisted on knowing where to start when you have the triangle of balls. You know, every coach wants to make the selection of balls to be something of paramount importance.
And there's so many metaphors they can use as well.
Have you coach, Mishi?
Yes, I'm very blessed to have worked with, firstly, Janae Nicholas.
Yes.
He's very well known, and he taught me every basic that I've employed in my game. He took me from literally someone who didn't know how to hold a cue to someone who's been very blessed to represent her country. These days I am working with Rafiq.
Yes.
Rafiq Lambada, who's both a snooker professional and a pool coach and a snooker coach, and he's absolutely brilliant. So, you know, Rafiq, this is free advertising for you, by the way, my friend. Anyone looking to improve their game, you can't go wrong.
Yeah. I'm blessed. I've worked with Marco Barros, you know, he did some excellent work, you know, in my game, you know, always insisting on the mental aspect of the game. He said, you know, irrespective of whether you're a top player, average player, and whatever, but you can all have your moments if you
couldn't
do
agree
the
more.
basics right.
I've had a couple of sessions, practice sessions with Marco and myself as well, especially but a year and a half ago before I went to one of the World Championships, and his advice was amazing, and he's got a very awesome way of just building your confidence ahead of a big tournament. So yeah, there's so many people with so much experience who want to impart their knowledge, who want to help develop newer players. So it's definitely a sport where you want to give back.
The old man I was referring to is the great Arthur Hayes. Arthur Hayes was one of the top coaches in pool, a couple of years ago during Mikey's time.
Yeah. Now I wonder here if Nsolva's just wasted an opportunity to extend his lead even further. He missed a bit of a sitter into that top left.
We've just seen the great Shane Pillay entering the arena, guys, so fireworks expected a little bit later on.
Aaron with a fairly tricky... Oh no, he's on red. He's fine. Nsolva missed his opener red there. So Aaron, in fact, with a very easy finish. And
my expectation was at least around 12 to 13 frames.
Oh, you might reach that.
Points. Amazed, the end of this. They're only going to reach 11 points now.
And Aaron's starting to rattle the pots off like it's very little work indeed. So nice to see him gaining a bit of confidence from that frame, reducing the deficit to 7-4 instead of 7-3.
Now with the scoreline, the way it's all up to Aaron to say, I want to impose myself in this match.
There's no better time to do that than now.
Yes, I mean, he's only like, 3 frames?
Yeah.
Back by 3 frames, and it's never too late.
I mean, if you look at the pros overseas, like a minute and a half, it's more than enough time to rack up a finish. And the rate at which he plays, I would expect that he can do that fairly easily as well. Probably going for that second ball break again. He's edging closer to that possibility of a golden break, and he's actually left himself with a very nice spread. So reds look better, but I think yellows is what he's going to go for because of that one problem red. He's got a nice easy opening shot.
He definitely has to go yellow here and try and open up that yellow. Has he got a passage of play to go into the center?
I don't think so, but I think he's going to go to the top left first. We might. We're looking at it from a different angle, remember? Yeah, he did actually have that opportunity, and it's opened it up really nicely for him.
SPL is proud to support the Uzukaye Mokoto Foundation. Visit their Facebook page to see how the UMF is empowering both the youth of Alexander for a brighter tomorrow. You can WhatsApp them on 064-185-1889 for more information. Together we rise. Back to Aaron, who is a few shots away from annexing this frame right here.
Are we seeing a bit of a comeback? Yeah. Good evening to Joey, also a regular follower on this particular page, so always lovely to see you on the feed. Also supporting Nsolva tonight.
Oh yeah.
But lots of support coming through for Aaron as well, as he picks off another very quick finish. So look at that, 7-6 break and finish. So he got his bonus point.
Yes. So
what are we going to see now?
Before we know it, there's only 1 point difference.
And look at how the momentum swings in a matter of a very few short minutes. So it's anyone's match now.
Up next, we got Quinton up against Llewellyn, and
that's an exciting match. I'm sure lots of people are going to tune in to see that one.
And who's your money on in that match there?
I think because of his experience, Llewellyn. Not because of talent, but experience.
And we've just seen Quinton enter the arena, and he can't wait to go and put a show.
Oh yeah, he can't wait. I mean, he's loving this league.
Yes, the man nicknamed Nduna. Ready to bury his mistakes of last week.
Yeah, I mean, he's very capable of big upsets. Look what he did to Lucas in that one competition.
Yeah.
So unfortunately a dry break.
1 frame deficit.
I wonder how costly that dryback is going to be, because now Nsovo has an opportunity to again extend the lead with less than 5 minutes on the clock.
Can he afford safety in Sobo? That's a big
I
question.
think that's probably the smart way to go. Put the pressure back on Aaron.
We've just seen Chantal Pillay enter the arena as well, guy.
I see Chantal's been spurring Aaron on a little bit in this match as well. And now lots of comments coming through for Nsovo. Woza Matonsi Laiti. The Val is behind you.
Yeah. All eyes on Nsovo for this match here. Anyone for Aaron here?
Yep,
Who's rooting
there's lots for Aaron. Stephen Beloy also commenting or complimenting Aaron on 2 very well played frames. I tend to agree with you, Stephen. And Sonia.
What just happened there? Aaron has been left on.
Yes, exactly. So let's see, Sonia, if your words of encouragement are filtering through the universe to Aaron now.
All right. I wonder who's watching on YouTube and what are their comments on YouTube.
So Aaron just
We'll bring
having
you that.
one problem right there. Let's see if he can work it out.
And Prem Raju says the SPL is the most exciting night of the pool week.
Oh, thank you, Prem. It is an exciting night, isn't it? There's so many players looking forward to it. So much support on the stream. And now a great positional shot for that semi-problem red. And Aaron again making this look very easy.
Can you imagine now Nsovo on 2 possible draws?
You won't be, I can tell you now, he will not be happy with that at all. Now Aaron has overran that last red. Maybe his adrenaline pumping a bit much.
Yes, there's time. There's 2.5 minutes.
He's going to go for
Any
the,
other perfect
yeah,
possible play
he's going to go for the
except
double. Let's see. And he's misjudged that. So that might prove quite costly for him. And Nsovo might be thanking his lucky stars right now that he has another opportunity on the table.
goosebumps from Nsovo now. He knows he's got to try and finish this frame here if he wants to.
It's
pick
quite
up some
imperative,
points,
yes.
yeah. I think he got a fright there, you know, he was a bit scared by Aaron's approach, you know.
Oh yeah, Aaron's fighting. Never underestimate him, ever.
I think it was Supa.
I felt like he would have enough pace on the table to go for that. Maybe overran it a bit, but I don't think it's too much of a hassle.
Angle, yeah.
No, I don't think it's too much of a hassle. You can just
Where
drop
are you
that
watching this exciting action from?
into the top left. Fine. Just 3 simple pots ahead for Nsovo to get position on that black.
And we've got the lady sniper, Joey, watching here saying, nice finish by Aaron there.
Yeah. Nsovo overran that shot a little. Now he's just made it a little more work for himself than he should have. And he knows it.
What are the probabilities here of Aaron pulling a double and
Oh, yeah.
forcing this match?
I wouldn't be surprised at all. And he's done
Huh.
it. Let's see the position on the black. Can he see through?
Is there room?
No, I don't think so. Not from his expression, no. Let's see. As I would say to many of my pool friends, do something cool. So let's see if he does something cool now.
What shot is available for Aaron here?
You can go off the right-hand cushion, or he can go for a double off that left-hand cushion. From this angle, brilliant.
We got
There
a
we
tie.
go. I called it.
And-
He did something cool. So very well done, Aaron. Wonderful to see those like explosive shots. Although, would have been much easier had he got the position right in the first place. So Prince just going to do some interviews. So look at that shot again. What a pot
Yeah, after some exciting
to
action.
conclude the match. Now we're going to hear from Nsolvo first and then Aaron, hear their thoughts on the match, and I'm sure Nsolvo will not be pleased with how that match concluded. Over to Prince.
After some brilliant action right here in the opening encounter of week 2 of season 2, we've got here another draw from Nsolvo Matonzi. Nsolvo, I'm sure you're feeling gut by this.
Yeah, to be honest, it was a very underwhelming performance, and I could have done better, but yeah, it happens.
What could you improve on to make sure that you amaze maximum points?
So I think it's more on trying to making sure with the shots, because just one mistake will cost you a couple of frames, a couple of points, if I may put it that way. But it's more of making sure on those shots that I'm playing, because at times it felt like I was very uncomfortable, and you can't be playing shots when you're feeling like that. That's when you need to stand up and then just go for the shot again, but I wasn't doing that. So from my side, it was just a bit too shaky.
Unlucky in Nsolvo, not getting the maximum points, but good performance. Your message to fans?
Next week.
Next week. That is Nsolvo saying next week, guys. Let's get to hear from Aaron here. Aaron, how are you, brother? Right, another good week where you came up here, but Aaron, I would say you're not having the best of starts, to the session.
Yeah, no, it didn't go well in the beginning. The balls weren't rolling for me. I had a few moments where the white ball got a weird kiss and went in off, or it just wasn't rolling for me. And yeah, I picked up towards the end and I started playing well, so I'm just happy I managed to come back.
All right, that's Aaron, and say ready to come next week with much better performance. Thank you, Aaron.
Good evening, Llewellyn. I know that there's a lot of people excited to see your match, especially after how you played last week. Are you feeling any pressure to perform as well as you did last week?
Well, if I wasn't nervous enough last week, I think, like you said, there's some extra pressure now to keep that consistency. Yeah.
Is there anything in particular like you felt that you had to work on during the course of this week, especially with this particular format of the game?
I'm quite comfortable with the format. I think my biggest hurdle was the pace of the table, which I've tried to kind of just even out a little bit in the week.
And I'm going to put you on the spot. Who do you think right now is the strongest player in the Pro League of the SPL?
You cannot write off Lucas. He's got that consistency about him. I think that there's quite a few of us who will play 1 or 2 weeks really well, and then, have that little bit of a slump. But I think it's still Lucas, not writing him off.
Yeah, I agree. Never write Lucas off, but also don't write you off. You've certainly made your stamp of authority very clear. So good luck for tonight's match. Not that you need it, and play well.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much to Llewellyn. And now I'm going to be joined by Quinton. So if Quinton can come across, one of our new exciting players of our SPL. How do you feel after last week's performance going into this week's match against the top performer from last week?
Well, I feel very energized. I feel a lot more comfortable on the table as I've been practicing, and I'm just going to take it as it comes. Yeah.
In a scenario like this, what do you think is the best thing to remember where there's lights on you, there's expectations, when you're on the table? What's going through your mind?
Well, there's a lot going through my mind. It's like just stay calm, and it's very difficult when the camera's on you. It's so difficult to stay calm. But I've learned to overcome that now, and I've got it best over my nerves, so I'm just going to take it as it comes. Yeah.
Was there anything, I'm sure you went back and watched your match from last week, was there anything you picked out that maybe you could work on to make sure that you can build that confidence in this match?
There was, well, you chose the words, it's confidence. So I did take that, and I realized that I have to be more confident and be more myself and play like how I really need to play like. That's all I can say, yeah.
And how do you fancy your chances against Llewellyn tonight?
Well, I feel strong, and I've played him many times. I know what it's like to play him. Obviously, it's SPL table. I can't be snookering him now. I need to play my game. So let's go.
I'm sure you will. I look forward to lots of entertaining pool from you. Good luck for tonight.
Definitely entertaining. Thanks.
Now you heard it from the players, guys. Now they're going to get ready to do their lag, and we're going to go back to our commentary box, back to our co-host, Prince Morake.
All right, guys, and we in it for another exciting match here where Quinton is coming up against Llewellyn, and his other name is Anand, so we'll give you just a lowdown on Quinton very shortly. Him and Llewellyn have just been recently promoted into the SPL, and this is a good game to watch. It's like watching the EPL on soccer, two new sides getting together, so very hard to predict.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, we've seen Quinton play some phenomenal pool, and both of them qualified top of their group, well, 1 and 3 respectively, in Division 1. So they're both on a mission to prove that they are worthy of their positions in this Pro League.
Yes, there is a very close leg, but from what we can see, it's in the red.
It does appear to be closer to the bulk line.
Yes, it's a lot closer to the line. Very tight one, but I think for me, the red won it. We've got in the audience, Taecho Matabata from Limpopo with Love is right here to come and grace the occasion, and we're saying, good evening, Taecho. We hope you enjoy tonight's proceedings.
Yeah, lovely to see some support from other provinces as well.
Yes, Llewellyn up against Quinton. Completely attacking players.
Oh yeah, they will go for everything. They understand the format very well by now. I mean, they've played playoffs in Division 1 to make it to the Pro League. They've seen Season 1, so they'll know the value of precision and attacking pool, both in equal parts, with that intensity, that concentration. If you want to be top of this league, you've got to get the points.
Have you played any of these two players? Michian, what's your take on them?
I've played them in league matches, and for some reason, whenever I play Llewellyn, well, the 2 times I played him this past season, I ended up breaking and finishing against him. So I think that's just because I know what a good player he is. So if you get a nice solid open break, you've got to make the best of it. Unfortunate that he in-offed there.
Down goes the white to start things. Let's look at the replay there.
I think the black was very close to sinking as well. Look where it's tracking.
He was going for it.
He was going for it. Of course he will. All right, now let's see if Quinton can make good on his word to just settle, play his normal confident pool.
Llewellyn is top of the leaderboard. So this is certainly a match he wouldn't like to lose.
No, absolutely. I think he will another loose shot there. He'll fancy his chances against Quinton. I think Quinton's exuberance coming through there. He's just got to settle. He's just got to focus on staying down after each shot.
I've seen you amongst the crowd. Brandon as well as Prevent is the guys that you came up against in the playoffs.
Not Brandon.
You know,
he's
the
in
knockout
league.
playoff.
I will be in the same league
Yeah.
as Brandon, I believe, going into the next season. But played them regularly in various competitions. So yeah, both very, very talented players as well. There, Llewellyn just playing a little bit of a safety shot.
They say, Mishi, styles make a match. And this is going to be no exception in this match where these two players got two completely different styles in terms of approach, but they're both attacking.
I agree with you. I think Llewellyn is a bit more of a measured attacking player. Quinton has that
There's a
extreme
snooker there.
confidence. Yes, he's trying to get out of that snooker.
Is he going to be able to touch one of those?
Yeah, he has.
Yes, he
Well
does.
done. And I think Quinton is a very excited attacking player. He loves the fancy shot. He loves dominating the table. But also, I think he doesn't quite have the experience that Llewellyn has in terms of multiple South African championships, world championships, and that will play or play a part in this match, I think.
Yeah. One interesting factor about the SPL is we're looking to get you, the player, to bring along some fans to the venue as well. And those that cannot make it to the venue should follow on our different platforms.
No,
with YouTube.
absolutely. It's a great night out. Come and play some pool. There's plenty of tables here at Billiards Cafe. Come and watch the action live for yourself. Tell us who you're rooting for. Come and say hi to us at the commentary team.
Yes. So Llewellyn on the path to annexing this frame here.
Oh, and he's made that look very straightforward. I mean, his knowledge of pattern play is phenomenal as well.
Everything here will depend on the type of nick he's going to get on the black upon
He's just
potting.
really checking. He's just weighing up his options if he should draw it back a little bit and cut it rather. Yeah, he had a little angle there, so he knew he'd have to cut it into the center pocket, but it shouldn't prove too much of a challenge for him at all.
Yeah, and Ndomis was saying the Panther, he's at it.
Oh, and he missed
He
that black. I didn't
took
expect
his
him to miss
eyes off
that.
the pocket.
I think he did, yeah. Annoyed,
Ndomiso,
but he's
maybe your
just,
comment came a little bit too early, Ndomiso.
Well, that's how much I admire Llewellyn's, the Panthers' ability. So he'll just calm himself after that. I don't think he'll lose any of his prowess on the table with one missed pot.
Yes.
So Quinton,
50 minutes on the clock
Yeah.
for this match here. And the golden break does apply here. So a player can be able to break, sink the black on the break and win that frame. An apple gives you 2 points.
yeah, gives you a bonus on top of the win for that frame. So now Quinton with an opportunity to a couple of easy yellow pots, take his time, make sure nothing too complicated in this finish at all.
Yes. Let's see how Quinton goes about this fairly return finish. It's all about how you set up your balls, because you'll obviously finish a lot closer to where.
Yeah, I would have started with the top of the table first, to be
Yes.
honest, because it's fairly easy to get position on the other shots. That was a much better pot.
He's got to go back
Natural
there,
angle,
you know, like
yeah.
a taxi driver. So we
Yeah.
say,
Yeah, it was fine. I mean, he had the two shots
as long as you
anyway.
reach the destination.
As long as
yeah?
you reach the destination.
Yeah.
I mean, the balls are all open, so there's multiple ways of going about finishing this frame.
Yeah.
The only thing I worry about is that he would leave himself with a bit of a straighter angle than he wanted to, and then leave distance on the white.
Yeah, he's a bit straight now on this shot here.
Yeah, I mean, he's got the angle, but he's got to force it a little bit, and he's actually done quite well.
What a shot by Quinton to land there.
Yeah, but it's very easy to force that shot and then rattle it unnecessarily. So just keep the shot simple. Let the cushions do the work for you. Let the speed of the cloth do the work for you.
Yeah, let's get to see how Quinton plans to finish this particular frame to take that one frame lead, the opening frame. What does it do to your confidence, to take that important lead in a session?
It's huge. You feel like you can really let go on your shots, and your shoulder doesn't feel tight, or you're not gripping the cue too tight. You're thinking a bit more clearly. The shots are coming naturally. You're using the pace of the table, the cushions. You feel like you're reading things really well. So, nice positional shot there from Quinton, although I feel like he's made this frame way more difficult than it needed to be.
Yeah, we've just seen Denver Mahabir entering the arena as well, Let's see how he goes about this, Quinton. It looked fairly easy, but not as easy as it was.
Yeah, he could have made that so much easier. I mean, now he's landed really a little bit too high up the table for that angle, and now he's going to play a shot around using lots of cushions. So he really didn't make that easy for himself at all.
He's going to come all the way down.
Fairly well. He's got a tough cut on the, well, not really, but he's got a little bit of a taster on that black cut. But if he makes this, he'll be quite relieved.
Yeah. I saw Preven shaking his head.
He just made that difficult for himself, and now...
Yeah, maybe you could tell that that was not the absolute landing. Huh?
No, of course not. And this frame now taking almost 8 minutes.
Yes.
Valuable
what a
time.
Topsy-turvy opening frame.
Very. So now Nduna has to go off that side cushion, or he can opt for the safety. Yes. But he can go for the pot here. You've got to back yourself. And he appears to be doing just that. Playing a little bit of left-hand side. Well, that looked like it was in the pocket. He played that too hard. You would have had that otherwise.
Yes, what a shot that could have turned out to be. Yeah?
Yes, pot from Aaron was reminiscent of that shot there. The whole crowd went ooh as it rattled in their pocket.
Yeah, to tell you a bit about Quinton, he's been promoted. There we go, the SPL rules, quick guide, black ball rules, winner breaks, race to 9 frames, the golden break applies, the golden duck, 50 minutes per match, leg to break, 45 seconds per shot, 1 point, frame 1, and bonus point does apply. Please visit our socials. Michelle will take you through some of the socials.
We're on Facebook, YouTube. Just search for Super Pro League, one word, and you'll find us there. Look for the pink branding, the pink logo. Like, follow, share, subscribe. Let's get this out there.
Thank you, guys. Any club can make an inquiry to host the SPL, forthcoming edition. But remember that this is the home of the Premier League. Second time around. It looks like he's practiced this.
It looks like it. He was so close to that golden break.
He's been working on it. Second golden break attempt
in our
by the Penta.
Interview, we're going to ask him that. I'm sure he's been working on it.
Whoa. That was antagonizingly close.
Yeah, of course. All right, Nduna. Let's get some points on the board.
It doesn't look like he can see the front yellow.
No, I don't think he can. So he's going to have to either go top table, but he wants to leave that for his last ball. He's going to go for the cut into this bottom pocket, which he's done very nicely, but landed a little awkward again. So
now he's got to go to the top because he doesn't have any other path.
His work cut out for him again.
Thanks to the 1,700 viewers who watched on YouTube over the last week. Last week we had over 8,000 viewers on Facebook. Hello to our viewers from Zambia, Zimbabwe, and Botswana. Wherever you're watching, leave a comment and we will say hello.
Let's see if our stream reaches countries beyond Africa as well. Another missed opportunity there from Quinton. And now the Panther on the prowl.
I'm not sure if it's my observation, Mish, but one can tell that Quinton is a bit tense.
Yeah, I mean, he's
fight.
excited. I mean, he really wants to become more confident on the table. But again, we've got to realize that he's very new to this sort of arena. He hasn't had that much experience on a TV table of this magnitude. So I think it'll take him a while yet to adjust.
Yeah.
Because the games I'm used to seeing him playing aren't quite reflecting yet in this arena.
I watched Llewellyn finish some frames, you know. One would think these are frames from Mars, the world champs in Bridlington last year, and he's a very, very fearless player.
All right, it's a brilliant player, well respected in the South African pool community. He used to play for Western Cape, and now
Yes.
he is in Gauteng, one of us.
Yeah, very unlucky to go down in the finals of the SA Championships that was held at Gold Reef City in 2023.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
how it goes. When it's meant for you, it's meant for you. When it's not, it's not. I
The
think he's
red
got a
next
good
to
few
the yellow
titles
here,
left
Mishi,
in him.
seems to be his problem ball.
Yeah, and developing that was he needed a nice angle on this red near the center line to break that open.
Yes.
So now Nduna has a little bit of an opportunity here. You can see that once problem yellow, it's in the bottom left-hand side. If he pots that and brings his ball, the white, around nicely, he'll have options.
Yeah.
He needs to leave that that yellow that's blocked by the red, or blocking the red, to last to pot into the center. There's not many other options for him.
So yes, Mishi, a very tight-looking setup here,
Yeah,
but
don't
he's
have
going
room
to
for
try and
error.
take the one yellow to the top.
Yeah, he will. And he's going to, almost nicked it in off the red, and now he's added a couple of minutes to this game, perhaps. Right, Llewellyn will try and develop that red.
He might want to try and release that one red over there. It was a bit too soon for Llewellyn. I would have opted rather to try and open the one red here that has been a problem ball and play a waiting game, because you've got
Maybe.
the top red there.
If he had landed a little less awkward, he could have used the angle to pot that red into the center and still loosen his other ball. Now, obviously, that's quite difficult to do. But we'll have to see what he can manufacture. Oh, he went off the yellow. Great shot, but again, couldn't develop that
Last
red.
week,
So
he produced a double from
And a
almost a
triple.
but there wasn't any other ball next to
No.
that. What
So
can he come up
this
with?
is an interesting shot. So he might go off the cushion, play into the red, off the yellow, and into the center. You can actually see him pointing to that. That's a great little shot to play. It'll look like an exhibition shot if he pulls it off. Our next match, very exciting as well. Shane versus Niko. Make sure you're tuned in for that one, guys. Oh, and he nearly got that one right as well. Is he going to drop in the center for that white? No, he's not. So,
Can he go for game from this
Yes.
point here? That is
he has
Quinton.
to. He has to. His balls are more or less in the open. Well, his yellows look fairly good, but it appears as though he is going to try and go for the safety. Although, maybe going for the game is not the worst idea. I mean, it's not like there was anything blocking or he had to develop them.
A very, very good snooker by Ndona there
It was.
to
But,
wrestle the frame.
You never know, because these players can get out of these snookers and pot the ball. And I think
Yeah.
with a little bit of right-hand sides and a little bit less pace,
Yes.
Llewellyn could have done that.
I do believe that Llewellyn is using a hot tip. You
Yeah,
could hear the
you can
sound
actually
of
hear
that.
that
Yeah,
ting.
yeah. Stun shots all the way
Yep.
to the finish. Yeah.
Very formulaic finish to make. He's just going to make sure he has a nice little angle to work with on that last yellow, which I presume would be the one near the bottom of
Can
the
still
table.
use the cushion to get back into posi.
Doesn't want to be too straight on this one, and that's fine. You can just use the cushion and end up nicely on that black for a simple drop in the center.
Now there's a bounce, so he's going to land almost towards the top side there, just past the center
Yeah.
pocket, to be able to have an easy one on the black.
And he's missed the pot. That could prove to be very costly. Worried too much about his position.
That confirms what we suspected earlier on regarding the nerves, you know, to say
Yeah.
that there is nerves, you know.
I mean, that
On the
shot
side of
on
Quinton.
any other table, he'll pull off 10 out of 10.
We got Ed following all the way from Bali.
Yes, I mentioned earlier.
And the president of the All Africa Pool Association said that, say, these are the sizes, you know, Nduna and
sizes.
Penta. So
Yeah.
he's actually saying, this can go either way, or are they your sizes? Mr. President?
So we also have some people saying that they think Llewellyn could actually take top honors.
The
Looking
Super
at the
Pro
outfit,
League
yeah.
is calling on clubs and players across South Africa to participate in order to grow the concept, showcase local talent, and more than most of all, grow the concept.
Now, Llewellyn will know that he got let off on those two frames. I don't think he's particularly thrilled at the moment with his passage of play, but he's going to build on that momentum. So let's see. Interesting break. Solid. Not the best spread.
But he's reacting, you know, that's a good thing that he is now putting some reaction to it.
So he's got to loosen the black. He's got a problem red. Some traffic in the way. So not the easiest finish.
What can he possibly do here?
Yeah, he's got his work cut out for him a little. He's going to opt most likely for that center and then bring it back round off at least two cushions to try and get position.
Yeah.
And that was always going to be a danger.
He's got a number of unforced errors
Yeah,
tonight.
a little.
Yeah.
I feel like you didn't have to put so much bottom on that. You didn't even have to stand there, just run off the top cushion even.
Yes.
You see the angle he created there.
Yes.
He's trying to bring it around for this bottom rail red. But there was a gap that he could have used if he had lessened that angle of the top cushion. There's a gap between the black and the other red.
Quinton faced with another of those called free runs. Is he going to
Yes.
take it up with both
Take
hands
his
now?
time. No, don't do anything fancy.
You find some players who actually relies on fancy play to get the result. And it seems like Quinton happens to be one of those. You know, it's in his DNA, you know. He's not rather considerate of the fact that, you know, you need to be able to land cleanly and stuff like that. It's just part of his DNA, you know.
I think half and half. I think as time progresses, he will learn to make it a bit simpler for himself. I mean, he's not the same methodical player like a Lucas, for example. He has flair. Let's call it that.
Yes.
But I think he will see the value of just creating simple, solid finishes as the
Yes.
league progresses. There's lots
Yeah.
of lessons to learn. I think anyone in his position would be excited, would be wanting to
Yeah.
prove themselves.
Now, you know, a lot of guys like to come up with a comment to say the basic game of pool is the most difficult game to play.
No, absolutely. I mean, like all those things we were speaking about earlier in terms of the attacking mode combined with that precision and that concentration. Okay, we're not machines. It's natural
Yes.
for us to, like tiny little factors can change your shot, how you stroke the cue through the ball. So
And we've got Nolwazi November saying, relax, Ndona, urging
absolutely.
Quinton to just calm down and make solid decisions.
and to be present in the moment and just play your normal game.
What a shot.
And
What
that
a shot.
there just showed the finesse that he actually does possess, and what we are very, very used to seeing on the table in like a league situation. So he's going to go for this bottom yellow, to get position on that last yellow, which he's done
He's just
nicely.
loving his sides,
Yeah. I still think he could add more of an arsenal to his game by also adopting the approach of straightforward, simple pool.
Yeah.
And when you need to create those shots with that expression, with sides, bringing your 3-4 cushions, then you can.
Yes, certainly. Now, that particular shot, he needed sides, a little bit of left hand side to use the
And
cushion.
just play through the ball a little
Yes.
bit more. And these situations are tough when you wanting to play well so badly, and it's just not working out for you.
Yes.
And
Becau-
it just feels like you want to crawl into a little hole, but he's just
Yes.
got to carry on, come back to the table, gather yourself again.
There
Now he's
is a
gotta-
snooker here. It looks like he'll have to play
I
a
don't
swap
know. I
past
think he
that,
can see
yeah.
past it, hey?
Yes.
Into that.
looks like he's
top
got
right-hand
something
side.
on that
Oh,
yellow.
he's got something on that.
Yes, he does.
No, cue smoothly through the ball. It's the sum of small measures. Good habits,
What a shot by
lovely
Quinton there.
shots. There we go. Now build on that. Cue through the ball. It's a simple black. There's nothing fancy required here. Let's see if he stays down on the shot. Beautiful. Use that now.
I'm just a bit worried about the amount of time used in playing the 3 frames here.
Yeah, I thought it would be a very high-scoring match, to be honest. And now, we've had 15 minutes of play, more than 50 minutes, right? So we've had 24 minutes of play, going on 25, and we are now into the 4th frame only. So a couple of unforced errors. Be nice to see them settle into this match a little more. I know Llewellyn will want to extend his points lead on the board of the overall rankings.
The crowd is getting better and better. I think
Yeah,
that's,
it's getting a bit
that's
noisier
adding up
in
to the
here.
tension that the players are
When
having
you-
on the table.
When you know that all eyes are on you, sure. It's blocking it out, that's the key. The black had no movement there. And a dry break. Our reds look like a good option to follow here.
Good smashing. Very, very unlucky not to take one ball down. I mean, 4 went closest to 4 different pockets here.
Exactly. So sometimes with the break, sometimes everyone thinks that if you smash it, the balls will just fly open. But it's all about that follow through and that timing. You do not have to bludgeon it to get a good spread.
I do believe, Michi, that precision will win this matchup here.
Yeah, absolutely. Experience, precision, not getting carried away. That's a nice shot. Broke that open, lovely. Not getting carried away with the excitement. The ball's still spinning.
Yes, and we've seen Steven Nick Lunica saying this is a top broadcast, and Nerek say Quinton is having the same issue Alvin had last season. What a statement.
Well, I hope that doesn't ring true for the whole season, Eric. But yeah, it does seem like Nduna is.
What is the problem,
struggling on this
Nerek?
table.
Please detail it out to us because.
Yeah, what do you think? Yes,
Yeah.
Derek, what do you think? Why do you think this table particularly is proving difficult for certain players?
Nerek, be our guest. Tell us what's the problem that Quinton is having. Is it a table? Is it a crowd?
Is it the cameras?
Is it the cameras?
Is
Yes.
it the commentator's curse?
Is it the commentator's curse? Tell us. Even said Lala wants to know. Say, Nerek, what's that?
Right, so let's see how Llewellyn lands. He's on a red. He's got to be very careful about where he lands for his next red though. This red on the left hand side of the table is the only problem ball he's going to have.
Yes.
Oh, and he rattled that one. That's not ideal.
It's a ding-dong battle for
yeah,
now.
it's not quite what I thought it would, how it would play out,
Yeah.
but it's still very, very intriguing
Yes.
nonetheless.
If both players can just find the ability to relax, and not think about that audience, that's here next to them, because that could be a factor. I mean, tonight we got a sizable amount of spectators here in the audience
Yeah,
here.
of course. And it's funny how even sometimes a different player's rhythm can throw you off. So Quinton obviously using some of his sides and forceful shots, sometimes the frame becomes a little bit less predictable. And so Llewellyn might not be frustrated with that, but he might find that a bit challenging in terms of like his own rhythm and the predictability of the outcome of the frame and where everything's going to lie and where the white's going to end up. So he's going to have to.
And we just
exert
see
a bit of
Laura
patience.
Lee Governor amongst the crowd here, Yeah. So maybe
Showing
that
her
could be some
support for
inspiration.
Llewellyn.
Yeah. Could you possibly predict the draw outcome here?
Yeah.
We've just had two
Anything is
draws. We
possible.
saw Nsobo drawing his first match
Aaron,
and his second
And
match
his second
tonight.
match, yeah.
So
But still, he got a decent amount of frames, and that's a good shot from
What a shot.
Llewellyn.
can you see the front ball, Mishi? Doesn't look like.
I think
Because if he takes this one,
no,
yeah,
you can't
he'll
see
have
it
to come
fully.
round, and yeah.
It's quite difficult to go for the combination. He might opt to cut that in the right-hand centre pocket, but no, he might even go off the yellow, which he tried to do. Oh, is that a fluke?
That's not what the doctor ordered, but yeah,
There's a
it's a
little
pot,
bit
yeah.
of a fluke. All right, so
Yes.
now he's got some work
Two
to do to
cushions?
get position.
Yeah. He had to go two cushions to be able
Yeah.
to take it to the center. But the
now-
adrenaline is pumping
Oh
now.
yeah, so now he's going to have to go off off that yellow, as I was saying, before he launched into that shot.
Would you say it's a very frustrating frame
A
up to
little.
so far?
I think
Because
for both players, you can
Yeah.
see their frustrations playing out a little bit.
yes, we've just seen Captain Naidu walk into the arena. He's also
Oh, and he
coming up a
rattled
little
that
bit
too.
later in the program. One
Now.
of the newbies here.
Yes, not a newbie to the game, mind you. So, Llewellyn sizing up how he's going to pot that black off the yellow and how full he's got to hit that yellow.
20 minutes left, only 3 frames left. Mishi, are you disappointed by the 10 of?
I would have liked to see more frames, but again,
Yes.
like, it's very hard to comment when you yourself are not on the table. So I'm very hesitant to say I'm disappointed in anything. Oh, and he went for the double. Look at all these clutch black pots that these players
Yes.
are making. So it
What a
certainly
shot.
makes for great entertainment, doesn't it? I thought he might try and play off into the top left and pocket because of the pace of the table, but he read that very well, opted to go off the other side of the yellow and pots it in the center. Great shot.
And look at the white coming for that black again. What a shot.
Yeah, it was brilliant. Very low percentage shot, but he pulled it off beautifully. So our next match is going to be Shane versus Niko. Niko, I'm sure, is desperately looking for a better result this week, and he might have a tall order against the ever consistent Shane Belay.
Yeah, it's gonna be one for the pool fundis to follow, because it's experience up against youth. But Niko is experienced as well,
Oh, absolutely. He's been in the game for a very long time.
Look at Llewellyn is trying his level best to go
He's
for those
really
golden
trying
breaks.
to get that golden break. And why not? It's all about the points at the end of the day, isn't it?
There we relook at it.
Now that black went traveling pretty far and missed a lot of traffic that might have inadvertently knocked it into one of the center pocket, for example.
Master Smooth Laza, what's your take on this match thus far? Yes. Have you heard of stepping tennis? It's a great new playground sport. All you need is a tennis ball and some used car tires. Check out Stepping Tennis Foundation on Facebook.
Right, so Quinton's got to be very careful about how he goes about this frame and this finish if he wants to accrue more points. While we're at that, just to mention the value of development, and not just the youth of our country, of our sport, as well as the ladies section of pool. So SBL is proud to support the Uzikanye Bokoro Foundation. You can visit their Facebook page to see how the UMF is empowering the youth of Alexandra for a brighter tomorrow. And you can WhatsApp 064 185 1889 for more information.
And for those watching, please remember that Llewellyn Sedgwick is our current #1 on the leaderboard.
After the first week, yes, with his sensational performance of last week.
And the number of frames that he's managed to accumulate thus far is a far cry from what he did last week here.
I think some of the other players will be rubbing their hands together because now they're like, okay, he's not so far in the lead. If I can get a good score, then that leaderboard could look quite different indeed.
Has he made it to come onto that right there by the corner?
We'll see from the overhead view now. Yes, he has. And so now, once again, very simple, straightforward finish. He just breathes, relaxes on each shot. Check, as he's doing now, check the angle on that last red because you want to land nicely on that black.
Yeah, I wonder who in Africa is following this action here tonight. When I get to see who's on YouTube.
Played that nicely. Got enough of an angle to draw that back and get a straight pot onto the black.
Daniel says, good luck to the Protea ladies team who will be playing the World Cup finals on Sunday against India. Our ladies have had an incredible World Cup.
Yeah, the first Protea cricket team to make a World Cup final. So let's hope our ladies...
that they're not going to choke this time.
No, don't say that. They're not going to choke. Yes, and then Nduna managing to finish that frame off very nicely. He'll feel good about that one.
A good recovery by Nduna here with a wry smile.
Hey?
A wry smile by Nduna here.
No, he's such a personality as well. As he starts gaining confidence, he'll use the atmosphere to his advantage for sure. It's nice to have such awesome characters in this league.
And we've got Last Sifeya watching from Zambia with love. Africa Kuchalo. And we've got Zamugwake watching from Krugersdorp.
A dry break there. Llewellyn back to the table.
And David Anthony Patrick saying, Dunaman, come on, boy, you can do this. It's still pretty tight.
Yeah, I have a feeling that Quinton or Nduna will become a fan favorite.
Yeah,
with
no,
his
most
personality.
definitely. Yeah. Tonight, everyone is saying, Nduna, come on, Nduna, come on. You know. Let's see the response by the number 1 ranked player in the SPL.
Yeah, that missed that pot by a mile, perhaps miscue. How often, I mean, I'm guilty of doing it myself. When you miss a pot like that and you look at your tip as if it's the cue's fault. But often, like, there's something that we've just let distract us, not taken enough time on the pot.
Yeah, you know, the one thing funny with any tip, Mishi, is, you know, a few good weeks into playing with it, you know, that's when it starts playing really better,
Yes.
you know?
It's like when you're driving a car, it only starts to
yeah.
drive really well when the engine's a bit looser.
Yes. So it's the exact same thing, and I can tell you now that the players are feeling a little bit edgy at this point.
Yeah, I did, from these two players, I didn't think they would feel so edgy this time around. Right, so let's see Llewellyn work this white ball around. I don't think he doesn't have a shot.
Not looking easy, this frame here. It's a bit of a scrappy frame.
Yeah, I wonder, should he not have tried to play off the off this bottom cushion and tried to go back down for that yellow that's at the top, and then use that position to come back for these two yellows near the black.
And we've got Mighty Molefe all the way from Kosnu King in Krugersdorp, and they're streaming live from YouTube. Isn't it lovely with all the youngsters watching and
it's great.
catching a view of
how much
Kosnu King?
inspiration.
It's a venue not far away from a hospital called Le Raton.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's great for the youngsters to watch. I mean, like, I remember when I first started playing, I would go and find YouTube matches of like the great Phil Harrison and Mick Hill, Carl Sutton, and I would pore over their matches and say, why did they play that shot and how did they go about making those finishes?
Yeah.
And you just learn so much from watching it as well. And no stream is going to be complete without paying due respect to our sponsors. So thank you so much to our main sponsor, Sombani Group of Companies, as well as our supporting sponsors, Nukes Creative for the branding, Q Sport Africa Media, and the production team, and of course, our wonderful hosts, Billiard Cafe.
Yes, we're going to be having an exciting development here where the player with the best finish of the season, the player with the fastest finish, the most breaks and finish. Please look out for these players because we will be handing out prizes to each player for these categories at the end of the season. We will also set up a voting platform for the viewers to nominate their favorite shot and favorite finish, and if you cast your vote, you'll be eligible to win a fantastic prize.
Oh, absolutely. Interesting to see who wins those prizes. Now, Quinton has to pot this rail shot with a good degree of control. Reason being, he's got a problem red at the bottom of the table, which he has to use this red to land on.
And he came up well because now he's got position on the key ball that is the one to the top, and he can also pot on this one as well.
He's going to pot this one at the bottom of the table first to get better position. Because he's got to be able to use the cushion as well to come around for the black.
Yes. This is an interesting shot that he's found himself with here.
So he's opting for topspin. He's controlled it really nicely to leave himself straight on the black. I thought he might try and come around with a bit of bottom spin off the cushion there. That's kind of the shot I thought he would choose, but he's chosen a much simpler approach, and it's paying off.
It's now even Stevens.
And that's not a scoreline I would have necessarily predicted. Not that they're even, so much as the amount of frames that would have elapsed. And so with 10 minutes to go,
and we are now begging for apples.
Yeah, they're going to need to if they want to extend their points on the
golden
rankings.
Breaks, you know?
Yeah. It's not just about securing the win. Nicely played. You can see that cue action was much more confident, much more solid with that pot.
There we see the ref, Petunia Lebang, Moerani, making sure that it's a tied rack.
Right, so it looks like it's going to be a dry break. It is. And as you would say, a red party perhaps.
There isn't a lot of time left on the clock, Mishi.
So keeping things simple when it's open. Yep, it is a red party indeed. So one red is kind of tied up near the top, near the bottom left-hand side. I don't know if he's quite nudged that yellow out the way. From his reaction, it doesn't appear that he has. He's going to have to develop that one further.
Yeah, for me, he rushed a bit.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe like the idea of the clock ticking down is playing on his mind. I don't think they could have landed any better. He's going to go for that right-hand center pot before that red that he just moved out the way.
There's 7.5 minutes left on the clock.
So right now, Llewellyn's focus has just got to be get the frames under your belt. Okay, it's not the best match in terms of frame count.
Yes.
But secure the frames that are at your disposal. He's going for the top red first. A good shot.
Yes.
Center pot on this red. There's multiple ways you could have gone about this frame, but he's confidently done what he needed to do.
Yes, that's a confident looking Llewellyn, because without confidence you'd never attempt that pattern.
No.
Yeah.
No, would have chosen a completely different route if you were just about securing the frame. But he's keeping his cool. It's good to see.
He showed some great exuberance there, and
a little bit of a movement as he played that shot. It almost didn't sink. I was just about to comment on how that drawback and that pause was so good, but he then just moved a fraction, almost missed the pot there.
Some great recovery there. So now we are going into the last few minutes of this showdown. I'm not sure if showdown is the right word.
See, that black thought about it before it went into the pocket. Shows the importance of staying still on every pot that you make.
So I think at this stage, Mishi, Llewellyn would be thinking more about winning the match more than anything else.
Yes, he wants to secure the win, but I feel like he's wanting to secure as many frames as possible. He tried to develop those yellows. Now he's made it a bit tricky. This will be some finish indeed if he does manage to pull off the apple. He's going to create a little angle after the center pot to pot this bottom rail shot to try and develop those two yellows further. He's got to go for it. It's fine.
So
And
Llewellyn
he just landed. He just got snookered.
taking a 4-3 lead. 4.5 minutes left on the clock.
And he's going to go for it.
Some great spectators in the crowd here.
He missed that pot. Now, Quinton has an opportunity to gain another frame, and a good opportunity here.
You know, in pool as in soccer, you will have moments where you don't see the best pool, and this is one such match.
Nice combination.
Where they probably wanted it too much. They just couldn't relax and apply themselves, methodically into
your mind
this.
is too much focused on the outcome rather than the
Yes.
shot at hand. Again, easy to say, but like when you're in
get
that,
in there,
that
yeah.
situation, it's quite an art to staying present in that moment.
Yeah, sometimes it's not about how you win it, but rather try and win it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at the sides by Quinton.
That center pocket strikes again. I've been saying it every week. And he's missed a great opportunity there to level the match.
Massive difference between 4-all and going 5-3 down.
Yeah, 4-1 and 5-3. Huge
At a
difference.
crucial stage of
With
the
a
match.
couple of minutes left as well. I was
Yeah.
worried about that. So now Llewellyn has,
With all that space,
I don't know if
he
he
knows that
took
that
the
was the
time
winner.
to judge the passage all the way around. Now, maybe Nduna has another little opportunity. He's got a bit of a testing first shot to make. I don't think it would be wise to necessarily just go for the safety. That was an authoritative, awesome pot. Again, just moving a little bit on his shot there, but it appears as though
Has he
he's
left him
snookered.
on the
No, I
yellow?
think he
Doesn't look
snookered him.
like. That's a
Too much
somebody
pace on
wanting
that
to
shot.
know where is Nikki playing. Nikki is up against Shane in
Next.
the next match.
Right, so Nduna has an opportunity once again.
Let's hope he doesn't snooker
Let's hope he
himself
doesn't.
there.
Firstly overran it, and now let's hope he hasn't snookered himself. Doesn't look like he has. Simple pots into the center. The time definitely proving to be a factor for these guys.
And
4-all.
we've got another draw, Michi.
Another
Huh?
draw with a minute or so to spare. So let's see if Quinton can produce some fireworks and get us a golden break.
Is this what the doctor ordered? Huh?
Maybe.
He almost lost position there.
I know,
Michi.
on a fairly simple finish. But again, when that clock is ticking down, it does funny things to your mind.
There isn't a lot of time left, guys. So we got seconds, and it's been another brilliant one. Michi, looking forward to join you for the next counter. Shane against Niko. Unlucky Llewellyn. He tried to pull something out there, but there's absolutely no time to do anything. Look at the white there. Quinton, is it not going to go in or? Oh, almost. What a match this turned out to be. draw, not the result both wanted. But yeah, let's get to hear from the players after this as
Right,
we
Quinton.
edge closer to Shane against Niko here. We've got Mishi now.
Right, Quinton, I'm not going to give you too much time to catch your breath after running around the table. A better outcome for you this time round against Llewellyn?
I would say a little better. I got a rough start, but anyways, I capitalized and we got to 4-4.
Would you say that you still felt the same, like almost like over adrenaline rush in the beginning of this match?
Most definitely. I think you could see that. Yeah.
I did notice you jumping up on a couple of your shots. That center pocket seems to be everyone's nemesis at the moment, and maybe overthinking the finishes. How do you think you would benefit from maybe going a simpler route for the finishes on the table?
Well, I think I just need to take my time a little more. I intend to rush it. I think I play a little better when I rush it, but I'll adjust. Let's see something better next week.
You certainly looked with some of those frames that you were getting into the flow of it nicely. So I think as the weeks progress, you're going to do really well. So well done on your results, and all the best for the next time.
Thank you.
I'm going to be joined by Llewellyn. Llewellyn, a little bit of a frustrating result for you, I'm sure.
Very much of a frustrating match also, to be honest. Wasn't allowed to play my free pool, so that was quite frustrating.
You landed a little bit awkward on a lot of shots that prevented the finish, and I think the style of play of Quinton also played a role. Quite unpredictable sometimes.
Yeah, no, very true. It's something that I need to work on. I like the open games. You know, you play, you try to go for the finish. So the snookers and those things got to me a little bit. But that's something that I need to work on. So yeah, credit to him.
I think we still got to see some of that experienced, fluid play, especially in the beginning of the match. And you still accrued some frames, so hopefully you're still on number one position on the leaderboard. Do you think you'll still be number one at the end of the night?
I doubt it. You see, there's two free-flowing games coming up, which is going to result in some high scores. So I doubt that was good enough to keep the number one spot.
Still early days. It's a long way to go. It's a marathon, not a sprint necessarily. So all the best for your next matches. I'm sure we're going to see some awesome ones from you in the future.
Well, thank you so much, Michelle.
Well, you heard it from the players. We are going to be having our next match up shortly. So that's going to be Shane against Niko.
Yes, coming up next, it's another blockbuster clash featuring the player here that's next to me in the form of Shane Pillay, who opened up proceedings in season 1 and is now playing in match number 3 of season 2, week 2. Shane, how are you feeling tonight?
A little bit tired, but feeling a whole lot better. Just hoping for a good start this week. Yeah.
We've heard it from Shane. Shane says he's expecting a very good start and looking to come with all guns blazing. Best of luck in your encounter.
Thank you.
All right. So Shane saying he's looking forward to another big performance tonight. Let's get to hear from his opponent here tonight in the form of Niko. Niko, you came up here in season 1. You showing all signs of improvement. You are now into season 2, and what can we look forward to in this match?
Well, hopefully more improvement. there's always room for improvement. And yeah, hopefully tonight I can just play my normal game, not anything funny.
What can we expect?
Fireworks.
There is Niko saying another blockbuster performance. So let's get to see what the 2Qs will bring for us on the table tonight. This is match number 3 of tonight, season 2, week 2. Joining Mishi on commentary.
So you heard it from Prince, from the players. There's our quick guide to the rules for those of you asking questions about the bonus points and what's a golden break and how many points do they get for a break and finish. So there's a nice summary of it there.
Black ball rules, race to 9, 50 minutes per match, leg to break, and 45-second shot clock.
But it's quite possible to get more than 9 points. And again, please follow us on our socials, on YouTube, Facebook and Insta. All you have to search for is Super Pro League. Look for that pink and black banner. And please like and share and subscribe.
Who's gonna come out all guns blazing? That's the question I'm throwing to you, the fans, the spectators, all those following on the stream. This is the Super Pro League, your number 1 league for Q Sport in Africa and beyond. I've got Mishi right here on commentary who will take you through the highs and lows of these players, where they come from, their records and so forth, and take you through frame number 1 as I'll be joining you for frame number 2 of this encounter.
So Nicky had what can only be described as, even in his words, a miserable start last week. I think he will be the most motivated to stamp his authority on this match and to play that free-flowing pool that we've seen him play for many years. But he has a very tough opponent. Shane, last week impressively, came back from 0-4 down to beat Aaron 8-5, and he hit 2 apples, 2 break and finishes to secure those 8 points. So let's see if he can go on a finishing run. A very, very confident pot on the yellows to open his campaign in tonight's match. Nicky didn't have a great week last week, as we said. Maybe he hasn't found his rhythm. Maybe he's playing too fast. Maybe he felt a little bit overconfident going into the match. I mean, not arrogant in any way, but just overconfident. Will he slow down, think about his pool just a little bit more as he settles into this match? Once he gets going, we know he can rattle up those finishes in no time. He's a very exciting player. Can't wait to see lots of great pool from him. And Shane really making this finish on the yellows look very formulaic, very standard indeed. Potting that yellow into the center left-hand pocket. Not overplaying any of the balls, varying his pace very nicely. He's doing what each shot requires. He's not taking any of the shots for granted. He's using the cushions and the natural pace of the table. And he's just checking quite carefully to see where he wants to land his white for the last yellow. And obviously he's got to keep in mind which pocket he wants to use for the black, because obviously this bottom right-hand pocket is the best option for the black. Use the cushion very nicely to land virtually straight on this yellow, and he is then going to probably go off this bottom cushion. Landed a little bit short for that one. If he had landed a bit straighter, you could have had a more simple drawback shot to get position on that black. Still, one would expect that a player of his caliber would be able to pot that with minimal effort. And a beautiful finish to start this match off. We will correct the scores now. It should read 2-0 to Shane.
All right, after seeing that opening frame, Mishi, a whole lot of the fans, on YouTube and Facebook wanted to hear from the man himself. That will be Nsovo Matanzi.
Oh,
so
wonderful.
whilst we have that break-in commentary, yes, so we're going to be joined by Nsovo Matanzi here. Well, Yes, we got Ntobo Matonsi right here next to me, taking us through frame number 2. There we see the white ball going down. Welcome, Ntobo, first of all.
Thank you, Mr. Morake.
Yeah. How frustrating is it for a player when you know you need that apple and that white ball goes down? So, well, let's start right there.
And I'm actually laughing now because I didn't get that today. But when you get that, it feels like a hole can just open and you just disappear in that hole because you know that the frame is gone. So, yeah.
Now, the big question, Toba, is, after coming short in season 1, where your opening frame, your opening match went down to Lucas, you tried to build everything back and whatever, but now you've just suffered back-to-back draws. How upsetting is this to your rhythm for season 2?
It's honestly a blow for the way that I finished the season, the first season.
Yeah.
I thought this season was going to be a bit much better compared to last season, especially the start. Because now I'm more acclimatized to the table. And I was thinking finishes are going to come rolling in, but it hasn't been the case, And it's not the worst start, but it's also not the best start as well. So
we got in the house, guys. Santosh Hari Prasad is in the house, guys, and coming to give some support from Linesia with love from Munchies. Yeah. So, guys, great action here. And one question a lot of fans will want to ask Ntobo is playing at the top of your game and staying at the top, what does it require?
Wow, that's a very, very big question, Mr. Muraki. So I think for me, it's more the time that you put in, more than anything. A lot of people are gonna say, "Wow, that's a nice shot from Nikki."
Yeah, what a finish by Nikki.
The black
It's
and
just
the
one of those
silver.
players, when he's on, Ntobo is on, Nikki.
Yes. And that's why they call him Mr. Fearless.
Yes.
And he just goes, he doesn't really care about what's happening outside of the table. It's just him and the white ball and the object balls. That's Nikki. That's how I know him. I don't know for how many years now.
Yes.
But he's been the same Nikki that I'm seeing now for forever. If I may put it that way.
And I do believe that, this match owes the fans in a way, in order to make up for the previous encounter that was a bit tense and there weren't finishes, and players expressing themselves the way they have to in that last encounter between Quinton and Llewellyn.
Yes, I must say that the stage is also a bit overwhelming at times, because you also don't want to make any mistake, because as I keep on saying, if you make one mistake, just one mistake will cost you a potential of 3 points, 4 points, 5 points, just that one shot. So you also want to make sure all the time, but that's when you over focus and you start making silly mistakes that you're not even supposed to be making, and I can easily say that that's one of the things that actually happened with me today. I didn't want to make a mistake so bad, and I ended up making silly mistakes.
And so, what we picked up, looking at your performances, in the weeks of this, is you've had a tendency of playing well in the second half, or should I say, the death part of the session, where towards the end you start upping your ante, and why can't you have that blistering start?
That's the question that I'm asking myself. That's the question that I'm asking myself. But to be honest, Mr. Morake, I'm still not settled. Being out for so long, not playing competitive pool, it comes with its disadvantages, because I'm not necessarily used to that high intense pressure situations anymore. Even though that's where I strive. I used to play pool just for the pressure of it. That's what made me love pool. You know, if you can do it under pressure, then that's just super. That's what you want. It makes you feel like you're not human in a
Yes.
way. You know, so I love those situations. But at this point, it's quite a bit difficult because I need to get myself into that competitive mode. You know,
Yes.
which at this point I actually think I'm lacking that. So
What you're saying, it's the amount of hours that you're lacking, or the sacrifices and so forth.
it's a lot.
Work and no play makes a dull boy. What is it? Yeah, we could say something like that. Guys,
like
I've got Nsobo Matonzi right here joining me on commentary. Have you got questions for Nsobo whilst he's still here on commentary? We're watching Shane up against Niko Erasmus. There we see some fans there following us here, making sure that this game gets to grow beyond what we see with our own eyes.
And please don't ask me if I'm gonna win this league this season.
Yes, I got a lot of people watching you, so there'll always be expectation and so on. Expectation. Let's get to hear what the fans are saying about Nsobo right here. You see Chantal Pillay. Nerik Singh says, away my horse, Nsobo Matonsi.
the
Oh yes, there we see the fans here. We got the next match, Lucas up against Quinton. That will be the last one for the evening, and it promises to be a stellar encounter.
Nerik is. I'm Nerik's horse. I don't know why Nerik ran away. He just moved to Durban, and he actually is always behind me. He's always backing me. Shout out Nerik.
Yeah, so some great matches here happening here, and this is the third one. Oh, what a shot that was. This is a testing one. So we've seen some abstract shots, you know, in some of the contests and whatever.
Hi, boo.
And how is it? Huh? Is it a shot?
That's Mr. Fearless. Did you see the faces of the fans?
Yeah, what a shot that was. Even Sobo was left astounded by that shot there.
That was my face. The one of the faces that you saw in the crowd there, that was my face as well. Wow. And it's just deja vu. You know? There is Aaron with the black, the last black.
Yeah. So it's getting close now. I mean, 2-1 the scoreline is, and we've got a contest in our hands here in Sobo.
Yeah, no, I think Niki will not let this go without a fight. And I think after last week's performance, he actually does need to perform. And I think he's doing that, even though he started off very slow.
Yes. The match that we're having next in Sobo, it's going to be Lucas, Mr. Consistency, up against Quinton. And what a match that promises to be. I mean, what's your take on that upcoming fixture?
Seeing Quinton's match against me last week, he played very solid. It was a pound for pound. And with Lucas, you know that you can always expect a very good match from him. So it should be exciting. That's a very good shot from Niki. It's a very good shot.
Yeah, he's just going at it fearlessly, Niki. He knows that maybe if he can get to stick right in there, you know, in the beginning, he might not allow Shane much of what could be the right word?
Wow.
A leeway, you know, into the match itself. Yeah.
Yes. And he just played a very good shot there, because I was thinking, how is he going to go about that frame? But now I think he got a very deep angle there. But if he can play this ball
There is Shane.
Very slow.
What a shot that was.
That's a very good shot. And he's going for an apple. So,
Shane looking up the heavens.
is he praying or is
Yes, he needs some divine interaction, but then Niko is not taking any of that. He's just going about doing the cleanup business.
Wow, no, that's actually a very good break and finish.
Yeah, what an apple that was.
Yeah.
What an apple that. With that, we are coming to Nsobo's final words, before Mishi comes in. Let me keep Nsobo one more frame before we have Mishi back, I still haven't read your questions to Nsobo, guys. I mean, he's just brought 2 draws in the opening 2 matches. What have you got to say to Nsobo? What can he improve on? What have you seen in his game that he needs to be able to pep up, guys? He said it himself that he's not having the time like before. But what are your expectations? This is a pro circuit. This is the Super Pro League. Yes. Steven Nick saying consistency and respecting the game, Mr. Matonzi, will get you there. Yeah.
Oh,
Wow. And the white ball went down. That could have been another pretty apple landing.
Yeah, and I hear what Siva is saying, and that's honestly the truth. More consistency, and with respecting each and every shot. You don't go to a shot half-heartedly. You need to focus the same for all the shots. And
So we're watching Niko's face now, it depicts a player that's already into a zone. And could this be more like an early time for a zone? Looking at this match, because his face tells you that this man is into it. He doesn't want to go down. He doesn't want to lag behind. He wants to stay the course.
I think with this time that we have, time limit that we have, you can't afford to actually have a time off. You need to be in the zone the whole time. So I'm thinking Shane is doing a very good thing to keep focusing the whole time, which is what Siva was talking about, This now goes back to respecting all the shots as well, so that you can't afford to lag behind, because just one mistake can cost you a lot of points, and for the mere fact that it's winner's break, that gives you a less opportunity to get a break and finish, which is 2 points, so
and now
you need to have that option.
You also need to go back and polish up on your golden breaks.
To be honest, I never really worked or thought about the golden breaks. My thinking is always based on the breaks and finishes, since that is also 2 points. That's what I'm gunning for. That's what I need to be playing for at all times to maximize the points. If you can.
Let me give Mishi a moment with Nsobo before I allow him out. So Mishi's going to get to speak to Nsobo to find out this and that about Nsobo.
Hello, Nsobo.
Hi, Mish.
Have you had a bit of a rest? Are you calm after a match under the big lights?
Yes, Mish. You don't know how I felt. I just immediately after the match, I just wanted to take a nap. So that's how I felt. But I was like, let me just stay and just watch the following matches, as they're also exciting as well,
I think you can take heart from your match, because you still managed to get quite a few points.
Yes, the start, this season start is way better compared to last season start.
Yeah.
So that makes a big difference. I think that's the one part about this whole thing, because first of all, the first match I wasn't even supposed to get a draw.
Yeah.
I should have lost the match, but I managed to get about 6 points,
Yeah, so
and
you
now
fought
I'm on
back.
6 points as well. I got 7 points today, so
good.
it's actually a tick in the right direction compared to last
absolutely.
season. So yeah.
Yeah, even though it's a draw, like it's so easy to see the draw is like, oh, can't get a break, can't win a match. But again, different format, different goals.
Yes, that's true.
Some classy finishes being pulled off right now. Alike.
Yes, I think this is a fight, and this is what I was expecting it to be. You know, as you know, Shane, he just bangs the balls, he hits the balls very hard with no care in the world, and Niki as well, no fear at all.
Yeah.
That's who he is, and that's a great shot from Shane. Wow, that's a very good shot, and I think he should be going now for an apple.
Of course he will.
Yeah, that's.
I think Shane gives each shot its due diligence, and he varies his shot selection, and his repertoire of shot making is very classy. I mean, he's a great player to watch. So I think he's going to prove to be one of the most difficult opponents this season. What do you think?
Yes, and especially after the chat that we had from last season. So he said, you know what, I was almost there and I fell short. And you know what, this season I'm not about that business. I need to show you guys what I need to do, and that's what he's coming here to do. And we saw it from the first match, and with this match here you can see laser focus. So yeah,
he's definitely not taking anything for granted. It is nice to see Nikki as well. Now we've spoken about Shane quite a bit. Niko has taken a bit more time on his shots from the few that I've seen, and he's really been quite diligent about picking out the correct path for each finish.
Yes. And now it seems like Shane is in a bit of a tricky shot, because he needs to
come
get
off that yellow.
Yes.
So easy to rattle it when you're trying to do too many things at once.
Yes, because you don't want the white to run away. You know, you're trying to keep hold of the white.
Yeah.
And it's off the yellow, the opponent's ball. Now you don't know what to do.
You've got to hit the yellow at the exact right spot to bring it back.
Yeah.
And then you just take your eye off the pot momentarily, I'm sure.
Yeah, that's true. And with these balls, Niki should be done. If he gets this first shot, the frame is down, because as you know.
Exactly, he's fearless.
Yeah. Always lives up to his name.
Always. From the time I saw him play, well, I mean, I'm fairly new in your terms to the game.
Mish.
Now, I've been playing for a measly maybe 14 years. You guys have been playing 20 years. But anyway, he was a lighty when I first saw him playing. And I first saw him playing 9-ball, and the shots he was pulling off on that table were just incredible. And the finishes he was making was with low percentage shots was incredible as well. So uncharacteristic miss from there, I know.
You could see Lucas there.
Yeah, he's just eyeing out what's going on.
Yeah, he's thinking, where am I going to destroy now?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Quinton is waiting for him. After last week's performance, it should be a very
cut out from him.
Yeah, no, it should be a very good match.
Lucas is not going to let go of his number one spot from last season that easily. That I can assure you.
Yes, no, that's true.
Just missed that in off.
Oh, wow.
I thought that would actually be straight in that center pocket.
Oh, wow.
So, can you cut this in?
Yes, I think he can cut this in, especially after that fortune that he just got now.
Fortune favors the brave.
It favors the brave, and you could see how he played that shot. He was really going for it.
Beautiful.
He had to get the black. That's
Shane pulls the frame back, and now it's for all. Right, thanks so much for joining us on Silver. It's always awesome to hear your insights, and I'm sure your fans have loved hearing from you. So, huge thank you for taking the time out to chat with us.
Thank you. I'm back again next week, hopefully with a better performance. I need more apples, more finishes, but yeah. Thank you, Mish. Have a great evening.
We've got that on record, so you can't go back on your word now.
All right, sure. Thanks, Mish. Bye.
Well,
thank you so much. Yeah, Mishi. What a frame this turned out to be, and near enough you know?
Lady luck.
Yeah. Wow.
I think it's because of the pace at which he played that shot.
Yeah. What an insightful moment here with Nsobo
yeah, it's great
Matonzi
to hear
and
from
yeah.
him. I
Wow.
saw on the one of the social feeds that
Yes.
there's a family from Kenya,
Yes.
all the way from Kenya, actually joining in on the feed. So nice to see us spreading even further beyond southern African borders. So welcome to you from Kenya as well.
Yeah, they say Nsobo play like himself, you know. That's Mr. Alan Brody, I wonder. So he's putting in that measured approach. Alan, are you referring to that, you know?
I also saw Alan made a very comical remark about Llewellyn. Is he playing on the same table as last week because of Llewellyn's frustrating match earlier? But every match is different.
Yes, so we got a blockbuster coming up, Alan, between Quinton and Lucas Fenta. Who's your pick for that match, Mr. Brody, the professori?
Personally, I think Lucas will come out tops
Yes.
just because of his beautiful shot.
And that Inov
I
comes
like
now in the opposite center pocket, guys.
Yeah, so
There's
it's very
Chantal.
intriguing to see what's going to happen
Not
with this
believe-
match being so tight as it is. Oh, he was very
Yo,
unfortunate.
he
Played
had
such
to
a
get a
beautiful
nick
shot,
on the
yeah.
red over there, yeah.
Right, Niko with a decent opportunity
A very
to
good
go
shot he
ahead
played
in
now.
the match.
Yeah.
And we're 8 frames in, so higher scoring match, which is nice to see.
Yes, and they're going at each other, yeah. They're not
Yeah.
holding back.
Great to see as well, because Nicky's he's playing his natural game.
And we've just been joined by Franklin De Bruyne on the stream. Franklin,
Definitely-
hope you're going to enjoy this.
Yes, absolutely.
Any comments here for Mishi right here next to me, Franklin? What's your take on the level of competency being showed by these players here?
Nicky definitely taking a little bit more time on each shot. He's making good on that comment that we made earlier. Really focused. Very much more than Nicky we've seen over the years playing tonight.
Yes. And I seem to like the focus coming from his face, you know.
Yeah, both players, in fact.
Yes, yeah.
Neither giving anything away. Well,
No quarter given.
yeah, in terms of a mental attitude, their focus is amazing.
Yes.
Unforced errors here and there, sure.
Yeah,
It's part of the game. Unlucky in-offs here and there.
yeah. Who will survive the onslaught? That's the question out there. Who
Yeah.
will survive the onslaught?
Niko or Shane? Who's your pick?
Yeah, Super Pro League is calling out on all clubs and players across South Africa to participate in order to grow the concept, showcase local talent, and help bring our game to where it's supposed to be. That is to be at the very top. Africa and beyond, that's what we're looking at. Proudly brought to you by Q Sport Africa Media.
Oh, unlucky.
Whoa,
off there
whoa,
'cause
whoa.
a
And
powerful
down goes the white.
And now the crowd getting quite vocal. There's always a lot of support
Yes,
for Shane.
look
yeah.
at his break there again. There. Wow.
Got some back until the black.
He always sinks a ball by that
Yeah.
corner
Very
pocket there.
consistent, isn't
Yeah.
it? So yellows look to be, well, actually no, maybe not.
Reds are
Reds
easier.
are
He just
easier
needs to be able to
develop
open
that
up
one.
that yellow and land
The yellow
much better.
down by the bottom left-hand side is blocked by the black.
Yeah.
And so now with opening that red, that problem red, has made his pathway that much easier.
Yes. He needs the composure to go for this finisher that is Shane.
No, absolutely, and I think he's been showing that already.
It's all about ball selection here. They say the easiest looking frames are always the difficult ones to finish because of the concentration level needs to be twice higher.
No, of course. Make sure, as Quinton often says. Make sure.
Make sure that Senzo Nzwana. Okay, Alan Brody says Father Christmas to win.
We won't say the other name for him, but yes, Father
Hey,
Christmas
Alan,
indeed.
biscuit.
Alan and Shane, great friends, of course. And I can just imagine Shane's retort
That's
to
a good
Alan.
one, yeah.
They're also teammates on the league team, have been so for a number of years.
So yeah, the man nicknamed Father Christmas en route to a finish.
Yeah. Or sometimes he's called Papa Smurf.
Yeah.
Ow.
Did you call it too soon, Alan?
Maybe he did.
Possibilities of a finish exist here. The
Yeah,
only
that's-
two massive shots for
The yellow
for
by the
Niko there.
centre is a little bit of an issue, as obviously this yellow by the black. So Niko going to be fearless here, missing that pot. He would have had it otherwise in terms of the finish.
Yes.
So again,
That could have been a shot if he pulled it, you know?
yeah, absolutely, he went for it. Might as
Yeah.
well, with the time frame that he has.
5-all.
And the scores are level once more. So it's both locking horns, so to speak. Neither one wanting to give away.
Are we likely to see a golden break? Maybe a golden duck?
We almost had a golden duck earlier. I don't know. They're just not. They're getting movement on the black, but I think Llewellyn was the closest in terms of getting those golden breaks. Maybe
Yes,
they will now.
Sandy B and Sonia watching here. There is Lucas for the next match. Up against Quinton. The Mr. Consistency. Is he going to come onto the arena and bring one of those consistent performance? The jury is out.
And yet another in-off. How
What a
many
break
of those
that
have
is.
we've seen? We've seen a lot of in-offs tonight.
That's like the 7th or 8th one
Yeah.
tonight, yeah? And that center pocket keeps sucking them in.
Yeah, it seems to be a fan of the white ball, but not so much of the other pots that they're trying to make with the colours.
Yeah. Where are you watching from? Where are you watching this broadcast from? We've been joined here on the broadcast by none other but Clive Cherry.
Hi, Clive. Nice to see you watching.
Yes, Clivey, the man from Rogues on Radio, you know, our anchor for season 1. Good to have you joining us here and loving the game, Clivey. Let's get to see if Niko can be able to pull out a finish to welcome
He's
you.
making it pretty straightforward.
I know Niko is one of Clive's favorite players on the
I
circuit.
often spoke about having a session with him where he was just in awe of the finishes that Nikki was making. You can hear Nikki's mom in the audience. Always a huge source of support for him.
He landed rather the difficult way, but it's because of the center pocket being
he
blocked.
made the right decision. Though.
Yes.
Made it easier to get onto the black for a more simpler pot.
Yes.
Nice touch.
So, Niko in his element.
Yeah, I mean, compared to last week, this is great to see. We just love to see players, just not giving up, coming back stronger.
Yeah.
Never say die attitude. I like
Yeah.
that.
Niko responding, going 6-5 up.
It's
There's
almost like
still a
he's
lot
saying,
of time.
yes, like 17 minutes. It's like he's saying to Shane, your move. So we look at that replay
There
again.
we see that
Nice
replay.
control.
Yeah. Niko coming down nicely. And look at his queuing action here with a top view. Brought to you by
Definitely more
Kim.
controlled in his approach. There's no jumping
What a
up.
finish. There is Shane. thinking to himself, what have I done to hurt this man to respond like that?
I think he expected it, to be honest.
And now,
Well, it's not an in-off,
Wow.
but it is a dry break.
it's been interesting to see where he broke from now. There was something different he
Yeah.
brought onto this
They're
break
trying
here.
some variations because they're
Yes.
just not making
Yes.
those golden breaks at the moment. First of all, first prize is obviously
Yes.
that, but to obviously pot a ball on your break.
The yellows are on. It's just a case of, can he see any of the yellows for a
Yeah,
pot?
you can see that it's a bit difficult. I don't think you could see that yellow to pot it in the
Oh,
center.
Shane has just
So-
left Niko
But he's
on.
left him on now. I'm not too sure how wise a decision that was.
Yeah, he had to play somewhere in the top where he gives him
Yeah,
no shot
no
on a
shot at
yellow.
all,
because,
absolutely. And so Niko has options.
yes. For Niko,
Opting for the yellow.
yes. The key ball for Niko, it's the right there by the bulk line there. That
Those two yellows are
top
key
yellow.
to,
Yes,
to
yeah.
develop them, yeah. Just got a bit of traffic there.
And he's so focused in his game, you know.
No,
He's
it's like he's
his game
taking like
quite
half a
serious,
second
yeah.
longer. And it's just making so much difference.
Yes. And now he's got the perfect shot to the top where he can just come round.
I think he's made a bit of work for himself there. So now he's forced to play the tester. Oh,
Wow.
I thought that was going to
Yeah,
drop.
that could have been one hell of a shot.
No, maybe a beautiful shot. All right, Shane allowed back into this frame after what appeared to be a fairly careless shot in the beginning.
We got Yasin Ali and Alden Duki watching. Alden Duki is
Lovely.
watching from Devon with love. And we've got KG Monaisa.
Yassine, a veteran of the game himself.
Yes.
He won
Former
the,
SA champ.
Yes, SABF 2021. I remember it clearly.
Was it the same year you won the
Yeah.
nationals?
It was
Yeah.
the same year. Was the same year that Yusuf won the Masters category and then very sadly passed away
The
a couple
next
of months
year.
later. Yes.
May his soul continue to
Rest in
rest
peace,
in eternal
dear
peace.
Yusuf.
Yusuf van Wyk. We also lost one of the legends of the game, one of the pioneers of the Soweto Pool Association in the form of Monde Dladla. He will be buried this coming weekend. All right, have you guys heard about stepping tennis, you know? It's a great new playground sport. All you need is a tennis ball and some used car tires. Check out Stepping Tennis Foundation on Facebook.
Right, so what is Nikki going to do now?
The man's got the MacGyver plans.
Yes, he does. It certainly appears that way.
Yes.
Spurred on by his mom saying, "Kom, Sien, kom."
Yeah. Thanks to the 1,700 viewers who watched on YouTube over the last week. Last week we had over 8,000 viewers on Facebook. And hello to our viewers from Zambia, Zimbabwe, Botswana, and Namibia.
And now Kenya as well. So
Yes,
nice
Kenya
to
has just
see
joined
lots
Eastern
of
Africa on the prowl.
safety shots. Probably the wisest decision with the scores being so close.
Yes. Lest we forget to thank our sponsors, our main sponsor, Sombani Group of Companies. Sombani Group of Companies, also thanks to Nooks Creative for the branding, Q Sport Africa Media, and the production team.
Yeah, it's a
And
great
Billiard
setup.
Cafe, you know, not only providing a great venue, but you get great chows, you know.
Great chows,
Yeah,
yes.
fantastic
Great people.
specials on drinks, yeah.
Yeah. No, it's a lovely vibe. And they're opening a second or Billiards Cafe 2.0 in the next coming weeks in Rand Park
Rand
Ridge.
Park Ridge, can't wait for that.
Can't wait for that one.
Yeah.
All right, Nikki. What have you got up your sleeve here? Are you going to make that pot? Yes, you are. I expected
If he gets
you
a
to.
kiss on that yellow, look at that. Look at that. It does look like that yellow can sneak in.
The crowd impressed by that one.
It's a testing shot.
Yeah, I'm not too sure you can sneak it past the red. Double drop is quite difficult.
Oh.
Yeah, it was always going to be difficult.
That gap wasn't enough.
Wasn't enough.
Yeah.
So, Mr. Pillay got a nice easy finish, making the scores, potentially making the scores even once again. With 11 minutes to go, we've played 12 frames. We can
Yeah,
maybe
it was a gilt-edged opportunity there for Niki, you know. Crucial phase of this encounter.
I think he landed a little awkward there. I think we can get at least 3 more frames.
Yes. And just to tell you more about these players, Niki is a former junior champion, you know. He had a poor start in week 1, missed several simple shots on the way to 11-1 loss to the Panther. Is he overconfident, Niki? Is he playing too fast? Will he slow himself down this week? That's the question. He's nicknamed Fearless, aged 32, from Krugersdorp. His occupation is a senior technician. Where goes the black there? Oh. He's a double South African under 18 and under 23 black ball champion. He's a former South African men's black ball individual runner-up, and he was a runner-up at the under 23 black ball world championships.
Yeah, I think we mentioned before. I think that was the one in Scotland a couple of years back. And obviously Shane has many accolades to his name as well. We mentioned his impressive comeback against Aaron last week before. He's just recently played in the Africa Ultimate Pool Champs in Nelspruit this month. 2018 and 19 Black Ball Seniors SA champion. He's a multiple serial Protea Black Ball player. And he was the 250,000 Rand Hollywood Bets Comp multiple and overall winner as well. And as you can hear every week, his lovely wife Chantal
are we
supports
headed
him.
for another dreaded draw or not?
Well, it seems to be the week of the draw, does it not? Next match up soon.
There we
Lucas
see
versus
Taecho
Quinton.
in
Is he
jovial
Quinton
mode.
practicing in the background there?
Yeah.
A jovial crowd and a jovial Insolvo.
Yeah. And we see Captain Naidu sneaking in
Oh yeah.
a few minutes of practice
Yeah, I
ahead
mean,
of this big
It's quite a
encounter.
late start to the match as well, so you've got to be fresh.
And last week, he played the last encounter as well. That was Quinton.
Yes. So he's getting used to these late nights.
Yes. There we see the break.
Not the best leave on the table, but it's fairly open still. It's got 2 problem yellows to sort out, so to speak. He's got to plan his routes quite carefully. Yeah, he's thinking about that red closest to the red near the center left of the table.
There we
He's going to
see
create a
there's
little
like
angle
7.5 minutes to the end of this encounter here.
Yeah, that's a clever shot there, because he's now got an opportunity to land a little bit more easily on either of those 2 technically problem yellows.
Yeah, let's get to see what Shane is looking to manufacture here. This could be a vital frame.
No, I believe it will be. Let's go fairly open pathway actually, if we look at the overhead view.
Yeah, I thought he will try
Yeah, I
great
thought he
view
would
from
try
the
and do that
top,
as well,
clear
either
up
of
the
those
bottom
2,
there. Yeah.
because the top yellow was more out in the open. Still, you can work around that.
What a landing for Shane there.
Yeah, and he's got like that cut into the bottom left here, and he
Yes.
can just kill
might-
the white off that
Exactly.
red ball.
Yes. What a shot. He got it right this
Nice
time. I mean,
shot.
remember the previous shot in the last frame where he kind of like left one of his leg by
yes,
the
yes,
pocket
yes.
here.
Yeah.
He tried an
I still
identical
feel like this
shot.
is a little bit awkward.
Yeah.
I mean, you can go off the red,
Yes.
which
We might use.
might try and do.
Yeah.
But getting position off, yeah, you see,
Yeah.
the position was always going to be
Yeah.
tough.
I
so
thought you will use left hand side to come off 2 cushions. That
perhaps
could
as
have been a
well.
shot. Yeah.
That's why it was probably a better idea to sort those 2 yellows earlier
Yes.
on out.
For me, definitely I'd have gone 2 cushions, use the side where the Hainsworth mark is there, and then the center of this bottom rail here could have landed immaculately.
So now he's going to try and he almost got it.
Wow.
We've seen some
So,
interesting pots
Niko
on the black
left
tonight.
on, and we're dipping below 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Not so long.
Niko will take this finish. I would bet money on it. The way he's playing, he's going to take this finish. You can actually feel the intensity in this match. It's quite palpable.
Niko on a potential finish here. What's he going to do to the top ball?
Yeah, I think he should have run a bit further to sort that ball out earlier. Now he's just sizing up his options so he can get decent position on that ball.
Looks like
Yeah, there we go. Played that really nicely. And he can choose
yes.
to run through now without too many things in the way, or without worrying about running out of position. You can use cushions and the speed of the table. Even if he overran that a bit, you would
Yes.
still have options.
he's got palsy both sides. Huh?
Exactly.
What a
Wonderful
landing there by
confident
Niko.
shot. Beautiful. And he just made it so much easier for himself, hasn't he?
He's nicknamed Fearless, and it's not for nothing, you know. But,
yeah.
yeah. There is 4 minutes left, so this is a crucial shot.
Crucial frame.
Wow.
Back in the lead he goes.
Shane shaking his head there,
No, no,
thinking to himself, I had
exactly.
it. I had it.
He had it.
Hmm.
And sure, like they both got a fairly high frame
What
count.
could have been, you know?
Yeah, but every frame is going to count. And again, when it gets to that knockout stage, that end stage of the league, those missed frames really count, eh?
Are we headed for another draw, or is Niko gonna edge it?
I
That's the
think
big
Niko
question.
wants the win tonight. I mean, he's done really well against a really tough opponent. So very nice to see the improvement this week.
Where are you watching this broadcast from? Send us a comment, a hello. A ball is down. There we see a replay of the break. A nice hold on the white.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yellow seems to be the color here.
Yeah, he's got those 2 to develop near the bottom of the table. Got a
Yes.
nice angle now.
And we've got Niko's mum saying,
You can
come
always hear
on
her,
now.
yeah. Beautiful shot there. Where has that yellow landed? A little awkward, but it
Yes.
shouldn't prove to be too much of an issue for him.
Yes. I wonder if he's got a great screwback opportunity there. He does have.
Beautiful, beautiful shot. Really is great to watch. This is really
So-
high quality.
If it's not straight on this ball, then he can just
I
roll
reckon
the
he'll
one
just
to the
like
top.
run through and
Yes.
then have that center pot available.
Yes.
A little bit of top spin, Run through again, easy position on that last yellow.
His mom is saying beautiful on the side there, so what an
She's
inspiration.
been saying that quite a while, yeah. I can't recall a time when she didn't come through to support his matches. Even when he was playing trials, provincial trials, she's
Yes.
always been there.
So there's an apple loading.
Yeah, and that all counts in his favor. Really, really
Wow, that could be
tidy,
bringing this match
quality
to
finish.
what a quality finish. Probably the best finish of the evening thus far.
Yeah, I just think the amount of focus that we saw there, the planning, the commitment to that plan.
The execution,
Beautiful.
out of this world.
So far, in terms of performances, Shane has also played some really good pool as well, but Nikki has been performing beautifully tonight.
Yeah, that killed the fighting spirit that Shane possibly had. Yeah,
Perhaps. I mean, he did have his opportunities.
yeah, he's had his opportunities. Huh? So yeah, so I'm not sure how much time will be there for Shane to do it in under 30 seconds. Let's get to see. He overran here, Shane.
A
Is he
little,
still on?
unfortunately, yes.
Where is the white?
Oh, and
The
the
white
in-off.
has
That's
just
very
dropped.
unfortunate.
Almost an abrupt end to the 50 seconds left on the clock. Edging on. With that, there we see Niko Erasmus taking this match by 9 points. There we see how Niko went on. We're now changing over to Michelle, who will be finding out from Shane how this match went. This is a post-match interviews, guys.
Right, I'm joined here by Shane. A little bit of a disappointing match for you tonight, even though we've seen some quality finishes from you. One or two mistakes here and there.
Yeah, and the two schoolboy mistakes where I got snookered on both. One, the ball hung in the pocket. And then he just hits the balls and go for it. He hits and he lands perfect, so you can't do nothing with that.
And compared, I mean, we must give all due credit to Niko where credit is due. Compared to last week, how do you rate his performance tonight?
Well, he played well. You can't take it away from him. When the chances was there, I tried to play a safety. He played two doubles and he finished the frame, so you don't know what to do in a case there. But well done to him.
Do you think he was a man on a mission tonight with how he played?
Clearly he wasn't a man on the mission. He didn't even smile once the whole match. He was like on a battlefield. And then you get his mum screaming in the back in your ear all the time. So
Well, I think you both have great support here and it contributes to your success in the game. Still to accrue a good few frames on the board, so how do you feel about
No, I'm happy with the points. I'm just disheartened I got snookered on the apple. Would have been a different game. I would have been 8 up and then I get to, but it is what it is.
It's those small margins that sometimes make the difference, but no worries. Next week, you're going to come back stronger.
So, yeah, sure. Well done to him. Thank you.
Thank you, Shane. I'm now going to be joined by our victorious Niko, and he does seem to be very satisfied with the way that you played tonight.
Yeah, better than last week. So, yeah.
One thing I did notice is that you took a little bit, maybe like half a second longer on your shots, and the focus was so noticeable in your game tonight. Was that something that you had intentionally brought into the game?
Yeah, I think I did it with the intention because of last week where I was a bit too quick every time, yes.
And I also did notice that like your planning of each individual frame and the execution of your shots is back to that fearless Nikki Erasmus that we saw in yesteryear. So you obviously feel like you've regained a bit of form now.
Not regained. I've had it the whole time, but yeah, difficult to access when I need it.
Especially under these conditions and playing a player like the likes of Shane. I mean, that match could have gone either way. Do you think he was a little bit unlucky as well?
Yeah, I think he was a bit unlucky, but he could have executed some shots a bit better, I think. Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm so glad that you're back in the swing of things, and you've got lots of frames to show for it. So good luck in the rest of your matches.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. We're almost at our last match for the evening, and we're going to be joined by Prince momentarily, and we are going to interview Quinton and Lucas. So stay tuned, guys. We've still got lots of action ahead of you.
Yes, we are back for the final match of this week. So this is a match that features one of the league's newbie in the form of Quinton Naidu, who will be coming up against the defending champion, Lucas Venter. Good evening, Quinton. You got your work cut out coming up against the defending champion. What's in it in store for the fans?
Look, I'm just going to keep my momentum like my last week's game. And I just hope the balls roll for me. Yeah.
What are you bringing in as a change in tactics from last week when you drew?
Well, there's certain match plays that I was thinking about, but it also depends on the setup of the balls. So if I see that patterns, then I will implement them.
Best of luck for the match.
Thanks a lot.
That is Quinton Naidu, guys. Who's in confidence ahead of tonight's week, but you can see that, he wants to bring in the type of approach, that is rather noble. We'll get to see as we start. And joining me here, it's none other but the league's defending champion, the man nicknamed Mr. Consistency, Lucas Venter. Lucas, good evening. How are you?
I'm good, Prince. How are you?
Lucas, always an aura of expectation, into your game. The challenges get bigger and better week in and week out. What can we look forward to this week?
Well, I've been working on my game as usual, trying to improve it, get the mistakes gone, work on my break, go for the break finishes. But just I worked a lot on my pattern play this week, so just to get me to the black better. Last week I didn't play too well in terms of getting to the black. I always snook it myself. So yeah, let's see. I just want to just break finish and don't get Quinton a chance at the table.
An experienced campaigner that you're facing in the form of Quinton, what will be your biggest arsenal in this match?
Well, yeah, Quinton is a good player. I've played for years. Again, I think the only advantage I can get over him is not giving him a chance at all. That's the way to go.
We've heard it from Mr. Consistency, guys. So after all the talking has been done, it's time to apply it right here on the podium. That is the table itself. And I'll be joined by Mishi shortly for the commentary in his last match of the evening, Season 2, Week 2.
Well, you heard it. We're into our last match, and it is an exciting one. Quinton versus Lucas, two former teammates at the World 8 Championships back in 2019.
All right, the SPL rules, guys. Black ball rules, winner breaks, race to 9, 50 minutes per match, leg to break, 45 seconds per shot, and there's also a golden break and a golden duck.
Please, guys, follow us on our socials: YouTube, Insta, Facebook, Super Pro League. Like, share, subscribe, get others involved.
What a match in prospect here, Mishi. The last one for the evening.
Yeah, two very seasoned players. Multiple international accolades. Experience playing the best in the world. Sizing each other up now.
Yes. Quinton has been one of the consistent performers at the nationals, in terms of the team events over the last couple of years.
He's always in the mix, in the running for selection to the national team, whether it be 8-ball or in black ball. So a very consistent player in his own right.
Lucas has said the key antidote for this match is not giving Quinton a lot of table time.
Yeah, when Quinton gets into a rhythm, he can rattle off those finishes as good as anyone.
Yeah.
He's
With the
also-
break that we saw Lucas applying here, the emphasis was rather on making sure that the white ball does not drop.
Yes, I think that's proving a costly error for a number of players tonight. And Quinton taking on that tester
what a
shot,
shot.
And literally making everything open.
Yes. He's another fearless player, Quinton, and very methodical in his approach.
He is one of these slower players in the mix, but very methodical, very pointed about each shot. He does indeed make sure.
Yeah, this red, that is where the white is, goes onto the opposite corner, so that could be offering, but he needs to create the angle to get back up.
He does, and he's still got those up top two reds to also sort out. So he's just created that little angle, as you said. It's going to go through the gap.
Yes. And he's got the luxury of having that one red by the center pocket that
As
can
his banker ball, yes.
yes.
Once again, just checking everything very thoroughly.
Yes. So he's going to work it out. What a phenomenal opening shot there.
Yeah, he took on the more sort of tough pot with a great degree of accuracy, confidence. He opted to go the other route, which is also perfectly
even
fine.
better. Not to
Even
run
better.
into traffic
Run
here.
through with that last pot, or the second last pot, and then he can get onto the black for the opposite center.
Where is his white now? That is.
Yeah, he's landed fine. He's just checking exactly where he wants to be.
Yeah. A deft touch on it, and it will come perfectly for the center
Perfectly,
pocket.
yeah. And a nice tidy finish to open his account this evening
Yes, with a C plus.
with a C+. Giving himself the benefits of having the break in the next frame. And he'll be happy about that.
Yeah, that's only 1 point.
Couldn't have opted for a better start.
There we see Quinton producing a C plus. What an opening shot that was! A shot out of, this world. To set him up for
I
this
think he just cued
phenomenal
it really
finish.
well. He just took his opportunity, cued it really well. made the rest of the frame relatively easy for himself.
Now it gets to the break now.
He's going for that golden break. Is it a dry break? Yes, it is.
Is Lucas
So-
likely to respond
With
right
another
here,
finish?
right now?
Yes.
Yeah.
I would say so.
So he broke almost towards the edge of that second ball, you know?
Yeah, it's not he didn't bludgeon the ball. He just followed through nicely with a nice pace, and you can see it produces a nice spread. Earlier players were like really hitting that center, or well, not center, that front ball or that second ball extremely hard,
This
and they
is
weren't getting the
going-
result they wanted.
This is going to be a very good match. I mean, these
Hmm.
players, one thing about both players is they're the type of players that don't like to lose positioning easy.
Oh no, it's a battle of precision
Yes.
in this match.
Lucas might have to go top here, Michi.
It does appear that way. We're going to cut that in the top left.
Yes.
He's got the safety net of that yellow already in the opposite pocket.
I do wonder the yellow here, the second yellow next to the one by the top right hand pocket, it hasn't he got enough of it to can be able to play a ball to be able to get much better positioning for the rest of the balls. There is the shot.
There's the shot.
Yeah.
Yeah. So a better option at the end.
Yes.
And now he's just made everything so much more simple.
Yes. It was a daunting shot, you know, because you needed to make sure that you putt and you maintain the position as well.
No, of course, and he did that with a great deal of proficiency.
There we see Luki going for it.
Reese has such nice cue action, doesn't he? Unlucky there, but I think he can still see enough of the yellow or go off the cushion onto that yellow in the pocket. And still not run into too much trouble.
He might just need to play a little bit of a cushion first if it's not clearly out here.
Yeah, that's exactly what he's going to do, I believe. Delicate little shot. Still maintaining position or enough position on that remaining yellow. And again, another deft little shot required to get
Yes.
position on the black in this
Just a
bottom
little bit
left-hand
of
corner.
left-hand sides there.
Oh, and he missed that
Yeah.
center.
Yeah,
He will not be impressed with that.
yes. He played the
And-
wrong sides on that
Yeah.
shot there, you know, because
A look of disgust if ever there
yeah.
was one on his face.
when last did we watch Lucas under pressure in the opening part of the match? It's been very long.
Well, I've seen him miss one or two to the opposite centre pocket. So the centre pocket's not really his friend at the
And
moment.
this man
He
this
will
man
punish
is
you
in
for it.
fearless mode.
Yeah, he will punish you for those errors.
Yes.
Absolutely.
He doesn't lack when it comes to experience, that is Quinton, and that's going to be evident in this match here.
And also, it's not just the experience of pattern play or cueing, it's the composure that both of these players actually have.
And he's coming to the bottom side of the table, it looks like.
Yeah, he's just checking the angles that he wants.
And what better motivation than coming up against the defending champion?
Oh yeah, I mean, like sometimes when you're playing against what like is a top-ranked player, you actually play your best pool.
This is a key shot.
Yes, and he executed that beautifully. You can just hear by the way the balls are thudding into those pockets. They're not even touching sides.
He knows that this is the type of matchup, you know, that leaves you counted, you know,
Yeah.
as a contender.
Yeah, and he'll relish this opportunity. I think he's
Yeah.
been looking forward to this match.
He missed out on his angle slightly.
I don't think it's too much of a problem at all.
Yes. He might need to play a little bit of a follow through there. That's a good shot there with little bit of left hand side.
Even if he didn't do that, he would still have
Yeah.
multiple opportunities to come back for the black in pretty much any pocket he wanted. Another
Quinton.
tidy finish.
Yes.
Beautiful. So far, I mean, we say Niko had the standout performance tonight.
Yes.
Well, in my opinion, it was Niko. But if Quinton carries on the way he is,
We're in
He
for
will
a
be the-
pillar of a match.
yeah. Tried to steal the pocket almost a little there, did Lucas. He wanted to hold a bit for the black. He paid the price, unfortunately, for that. One mistake, and you
Yes.
get punished.
Like I said, this will come down to precision. Under 5 minutes, maybe. Now. And we already had 2.
2 frames in.
Yeah.
So potentially a high-scoring match as well.
And if you're a new entrant like Quinton and you're coming into this league here, your opening 3 frames, 3 matches will decide where you end after the 7-week or 8-week.
Both of the players are,
Yeah.
their breaks are very measured and controlled.
Yes. As you can see by the layout of the balls, like I mentioned, both these players, are reliant on precision more than anything else to bring about their best pool onto the table.
I think that mentality, because of their overseas experience, has been weathered into their game structure. Because you don't win world titles by playing flamboyant
Yes.
pool.
That's
He
why you
wanted to
see
break those open, and it's just
the
did
likes
not
of
land
Tom
the way he wanted.
Cousins, they are at the
Yes.
top of their games because of the simplicity.
Simplicity of their shot making. And their
Declan
ball
Brennan,
selection,
yeah.
Sean
Phil
Story,
Harrison,
Phil Harrison, all of them.
Who's your favorite player in the overseas circuit?
In terms of the way he plays, I have to say Tom Cousins.
Tom Cousins, yeah. Yeah, phenomenal player.
I had the privilege of watching Jakub
Yes.
play against him, and that was just an amazing match. I'll remember that for a very long time.
Wow, and he left him on a safety there.
Yeah, he knew that there was a possibility, so there was a built-in safety there. But Lucas will respond with a similar goal in mind.
Yes.
Whether or not he executed it is another story. And there's still some problem balls near the bottom of the table to work out. I'm going to see a bit of a sparring frame here. It's not going to be a quick finish at all.
Lucas wants to claw back into this match.
Now he'll slow it down.
Yeah.
Because he needs to do that. But Quinton will have other ideas in mind, I'm sure.
He needs a shot
Yeah, he's going
to
use
break
it to try
open.
and that center line yellow to open up his problem yellow here. Just using the natural angle very well.
He's in fine fettle, Quinton here.
Yeah, it didn't land so nicely, did it?
It's a good shot, staying in the game.
Staying in the game,
Yeah.
so he hasn't left anything too easy for Lucas.
Yeah, let's get to see what Lucas brings to this platform now.
I mean, if it was
A
overseas...
lot of questions are being asked of Lucas by
Yeah.
Quinton.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if it was overseas, I'd say you'd cut that with great ease into the center pocket. But these center pockets are not so forgiving.
Yes. Where will the cardinal point be between these two players here, Michi, from what you've witnessed thus far? Where will be the cardinal point?
Just repeat yourself, please.
Yeah, I'm saying, where will the cardinal point be? You know, that slight difference between the two players at the end in terms of who can edge it.
I just think who
What a
wants it
question.
more. I just say who wants it more.
Yeah. Who wants it more, huh?
And I think, in a way, Quinton has nothing to lose. He's a new entity.
Yes.
So I feel like he's going to be playing the more fearless pool. Whereas Lucas is obviously a title
Yes.
to maintain, which always puts you under some sort of pressure no matter how seasoned you are. So yeah, indeed, food for thought.
So the yellow next to the red there, it does go.
Difficult to see from this angle. If we see an overhead view, we'd be able to see that more clearly. It may. He obviously thinks it does. Yeah, just.
What a shot! What a shot that
feel like
turned
he
out to be. Because
overran
he just needs to
that.
run
Yeah.
into that space there. He's
Exactly. It's
perfect.
still not a problem.
Yes.
But it would probably have been perhaps better to go for that yellow closest to the black first.
Yes.
Still,
If you get a good bounce, past that red there,
yeah.
he'll come
I don't think he'll have
perfectly.
too much of a problem doing that.
Look at that.
Perfectly.
Huh? A dream landing, huh?
Yeah, can't land better than that.
What the doctor ordered.
He's just sizing up that black pot in the center, in those tricky center pockets.
Yes. What do they have to say on the social media about this match this far, Michi? We haven't really had the time to see the comments. Quinton taking this match by the scruff of the
By
neck.
the scruff of the neck, yeah. So it will be interesting to see what people think the final scoreline will be.
And he
Very
takes it
nice.
to the corner.
Yeah, he knew.
That's confidence.
Yes, he knew that that center wasn't necessarily going to be the easiest pot. So taking it down the line, better option in the end. He looks quite having a quick smoke.
Look at that shot there. How's the deft
Yeah, he got a
kiss
little bit of
there?
a kiss off. I don't know if he intended that, but he got a good kiss off that red.
All right. Right, let's get to hear what the comments are. Beautiful match, says Fana Shingiza.
I know Sir Ladla was saying that the previous match was very entertaining to watch. Niko's match.
Lorenzo Naidu say, come on, Uncle Quinton, kill it.
I don't know how he feels about being called Uncle Quinton, but let's go with that.
And we've got Sean the Jagger Matisse saying, Mishi, you're a natural.
Oh, thank you, Sean. You're too kind. I'm glad it appears that way.
Yeah.
I don't feel that way all the time.
Yes. What a match this is turning out to be, guys. It's even giving us, the commentators, some goosebumps.
Yeah. Okay, not the best layout.
Yeah.
Quinton got a wry smile on his face there, but he's very up to the challenge. He's going to go for this apple.
Yes. I wonder what's going through Lucas's mind. Sean Matisse, first unforced error from
First unforced error
Quinton.
indeed. A costly one that could turn out to be. He will not be impressed. I feel like he just had to have a simple stop shot.
Could this be the breaking point?
It of two halves, the swing and momentum. Maybe we're starting to see the beginning of that.
Master Muswani saying, I thought Quinton was lucky last week when he outshined Tsobo. Now I'm impressed 100%.
Oh, as you should be. I mean, he won that when he played for the division playoffs. He won that competition as well.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to the big matches, the knockouts, he's very, very dangerous.
Yes. Dangerous he is, So this is turning out to be a chess-like match now.
Yeah, and based on my previous comments, I'm now thinking I don't know who the eventual winner will be. Like, based on what I'm seeing, it's going to be a very, very interesting result.
Yes. And do you remember, guys, that Lucas, up to this point, has never lost a match in the SPL?
Oh, he's lucky not to end off there as well. Got a bit lucky with covering that yellow ever so slightly near the bottom right-hand side. Let's see how Quinton responds.
Yeah. Any predictions, those watching? What could be the final scoreline here? In frames? Ramon Joseph saying this platform looks very professional. Job well done. That is Ramon Joseph.
Well,
thank you so much.
Ramon.
This could not be made easier, without Q Sport Africa Media, your number one broadcaster in Africa and beyond. The Super Pro League, it's the league that will bring about, the desired professionalism in our sport in Africa and beyond.
No, I couldn't agree more. The setup is world class.
Yeah.
You have to look far and wide to find something similar on this continent.
Whoa, I hope that red doesn't block. Yeah.
It does not. Press to waste it. Or not to waste it, I should say.
Yes. Easier ball selection.
Yep, much easier. Little angle just to make it easier to come off the cushion. Nice position on the black. And he will be relieved to get a frame on the board. He's got half an hour left, so a long way to go yet in the context of this match. And Lucas maintaining his position on the table with the break to come. Now they've been struggling to make a ball on the break, so they may have to adjust their approach to the break a little bit.
And Mishi, quite notably, this is the first time in the match, other than the time when the players just broke, that Quinton is actually seated down.
Yeah, and that might have a role to play in terms of his own momentum.
Yes.
The longer you keep your opponent sitting in the chair, the colder they get. We're experiencing a little bit of an issue with the mechanism in the table. One of the balls got stuck.
There we see the fans discussing what could have been, with Billet Cafe,
yeah.
Regalia right there.
Yeah, they're regaling the past frames. I saw the funniest meme the once where pool players will use anything to retell the story. They'll use a phone and say the ball was lying here and
a
here,
pencil,
a piece of paper, a pencil, anything to talk about previous frames.
Yes, and
What they could have done better and how
how
unlucky they
boring
were.
would pool be without those postmortems? I call them postmortem.
Postmortems, yes.
Yeah, almost.
Still dry break. Seems to be the match of dry breaks.
Yes. Myself and my brother would always meet up. Sometimes after coming out from a tournament, we would not even want to discuss pool and whatever, but that one odd day would come back and he'd say, do you remember that shot in that frame? It could have turned things around, yeah.
No, absolutely. It's such a game of such fine margins sometimes.
Possible finish here.
Oh yeah, for
Just
sure.
worried about the
The
black
black
there
is a
because,
little
yeah.
bit of an issue,
Yes.
but still, if he leaves those two yellows at the top of the table, he can use them to come around the cushions for that black and pot it either in the same pocket or even in the center right.
Yes. He's gotten his rhythm back again.
Yeah,
Quinton.
well, he wasn't sitting too long, fortunately.
It's rhythm that matters in matches of this magnitude, Mishi. Rhythm.
Oh,
Yeah.
of course. Yeah, absolutely. That momentum, that rhythm, that ability to just like stay present
Yes.
in the match and not allow other thoughts to just wriggle their way into your mind.
Yeah. What I witnessed in the Quinton versus Llewellyn encounter, that there was a general lack of big match tempo.
Yeah, and I think even Quinton spoke about it earlier. He had so much going on in his mind, which is kind of the opposite to where you should be.
Yes. Control.
Yeah.
It's one of the key ingredients in pool.
You almost have to let your subconscious mind take over, because the moment you have thoughts creeping into your foremind or your conscious mind, your will to control things takes over.
Yes.
Whereas you actually have to let go of that control and let your muscle memory take over. It's one of the
Yes.
most difficult things to master.
Yes. How do I forget the finals of the SN Nationals where Sean Matisse just could not lose in a decider against Fezile Kweza?
Oh yes, I think I remember watching that online. Yes.
Yes. And I do believe that Sean will never, ever get himself into that
shame.
situation
No, he
again.
won't.
He's watching here on the stream tonight.
Why are you reminding him of painful memories? Oh, look at that. Oh, unlucky.
Wow.
I think
So
that
unlucky.
match, Fezile actually was SA champion and he defended his title that year.
Yes. And he quit playing professional pool after that, nationals and so forth.
Yes, we haven't
So
seen
sad,
the likes
yeah.
of him for quite a long time.
Mishi, I'm taking note of the fact that, you know, the reality is starting to strike Quinton now, because he goes to visit. Oh, look, he's got to finish now.
Oh yeah, of course.
He's got to finish now.
And then
no room
suddenly
for
it's
error.
3-2 instead of 4-1,
Yeah.
which it very nearly was. I do like the way that Lucas settles into his shots.
Yes. Yes.
That's why he's so accurate. That's why
Yes.
he's so consistent. And any young players watching now could do well to actually really learn from his technique.
Most definitely. Most definitely. He's more of a player that excels on precision, you know, and a whole lot of the new players want to play around to area, you know, just be in an area and I can pot anything.
Yeah, yes, that is true, because sometimes you have to accept that you're not always going to be like 100% precise.
Yeah.
But you still have to have that consistency and that commitment and that discipline
Yes.
to land as close to the area or close to that point that you want to. You know who else played with a similar style
Yeah.
is Vogan Niagara.
Yes, Vaughan, yes.
Very similar in terms of his methodical approach.
Yes. And the late Franz Mathieu.
Yeah,
What a player.
indeed.
Yes.
Tidy
We also
finish.
want to take this moment, you know, to pay homage to all the pool players, you know, that have suffered from any kind of cancer. This is a month where, you know, we observe Cancer Month, National Transport Month here in South Africa, and Mental Health Awareness Month.
No, absolutely. And like I think pool is such a great therapy for so many players.
Yes.
Either their family members, I know of so many whose family members have gone through the terrible stages of going through cancer, and on players who themselves have cancer and might still be battling with that.
Yes.
So never underestimate the therapy that sport can have when you're in a seemingly impossible situation.
Most definitely. And rest in peace to all the pool players that we've left this earth in the last calendar year.
It actually makes me think of one of our own patrons and co-owners of Billiards Cafe, the late Dero.
Giro. He
What?
would have loved
Oh, he would
to
have
be
loved
part
this.
of this, yeah.
What an ambassador for the sport he was.
Yes, may his soul continue to rest in
Long may his
eternal
legacy
peace.
live on.
Yeah. How is he gonna get onto that yellow there?
Oh,
And he's got a shot for the corner
He
now.
actually has a shot now.
Yes.
A little lucky, but
Wow.
it worked.
He's got to make it work. We've just seen Mac come into the house,
Oh,
guys, and
Macaboo.
yeah, Mac the man. Yeah.
He doesn't like to be acknowledged, but we're going to acknowledge him anyway.
Yes. What a shot this could turn out to be. What a
Beautiful
shot.
cue action.
He's gonna pull another long one.
Yes, he is. Yeah, I reckon he's going to go for this, the closest yellow. Get the white closer to his work. Oh, missing
That was a
part. You
testing
could-
one.
Yeah, you could just see that the putting angle wasn't quite on
Yeah.
there. We
You
didn't
actually
measure it up.
wanted him to break that momentum by having something a lot easier now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just misjudged that one, I feel.
Yeah, this will be a very, very good shot, you know, that Quinton has to come up with because he needs to keep the momentum up there. That
No,
is,
absolutely.
Quinton, because if you lose it now, it might just turn out into something that creeps away from you.
I mean, in Quinton's mind, he will probably feel that he really should be 4-1 up. And now there's just a little bit of pressure creeping in for him to make a finish that is not that simple.
Yes, let's just hope that he gets into a much decent position here to try and extend his lead
Absolutely.
here.
He's got to maintain that focus.
Yes. And looking at the balls here, Michi, it looks like it's all for Quinton to
Yes.
mess up or to make good use of.
Yeah, I think the black, a lot of pockets are blocked, and the black's not completely free, so he's going to have to plan his route quite carefully. And
Yes,
again,
you
just
said it.
taking that center pocket for granted. I've been saying it, I'm going to say it again.
Yeah. What normally happens in your subconscious is when you're having a whole lot of work to do, you know, your mind
your
goes
mind
a
takes
little
it
bit
off the
into
pot just a
sleep
little
mode.
bit.
Yeah.
Yep. We're all guilty of it, myself
Yes.
included.
And that was the case in time.
And that could swing this match quite firmly in Lucas's favor, because he will be very keen to make up that deficit very quickly and get more of a handle on this match.
Yes. Lucas needs very, very good landing to be able to be in much better space. We've seen here, guys, the She Believes champion. She's right here with us in the form
Kirti.
of Kirti Mohammed, and she's here to say hi
Popping
to the
in.
commentary team. And good
checking
evening,
out the action.
Kirti. How are you keeping?
I'm good, thank you, Prince. How are you?
I'm okay, guys. With me here is the 2024 She Believes Cup winner. Kitty, what have you been doing to help get your game into that A grade level?
No, I've played in the comp today. The first event I lost 5-4, and the second one I lost 4-3. So yeah, I need to get back to the drawing board.
That's it from Kirti, guys. Good to have her coming to say hello to the commentary team here. Lucas in a slight fix. He needs to play a little bit of check sides here.
Yeah, he's going to be careful of his white and the potential in-off as well.
All right, guys. SPL. There we
he
see a
played that
great
so
shot
well.
by Lucas. This is going to make the entire session
Yeah,
a spectacle.
It's definitely swinging in terms of Lucas' favor.
Yeah. 3-all?
It could have been a very different scoreline had that yellow potted in the center from Quinton earlier.
Thanks to our main sponsor, Sombani Group of Companies. Also thanks to Nooks Creative for the branding, Q Sport Africa Media and the production team, as well as Billiard Cafe. Look at how Lucas went onto that finish there. Great use of sights.
Yeah, very deft
All right.
touch as well.
Michi will tell you a lot more about these players in terms of their stats.
Right, so I don't think Lucas needs too much introduction. Everyone knows that he was the leading man in terms of season 1.
Yes.
Season 2, he got a steady start. He won 5-2 against Quinton. But one of the key things that I think he's taken away is that he must play more frames and put more frames on the board. He is a shining example of how you don't need to be in your early 20s or 30s to excel at this game. He's 50 years of age. He's represented South Africa at the World Championship 6 times. And one of his most memorable moments was the SA Opens team reaching the semi-finals and championships in Blackpool, England. So Quinton looks like he has an opportunity to restore his lead in the match. As we know, Quinton's an extremely confident player and he's going to try and break open that problem red, unfortunately not succeeding in that endeavor.
Yeah, and that's going to be a massive problem for him staying in this frame.
Yes, like there's not too much opportunity from where the looks of the other balls to develop that red.
Yeah, and sometimes players forget the importance of just keeping a ball by the pocket, you know.
Yeah, in terms of like if you cannot develop anything further, put your opponent on the table, put the ball in their court, so to speak, and force the error out of them.
Yeah. It's not looking easy,
No,
this
not at
frame
all.
here, but it's written Lucas because he doesn't have to do much of some mathematical work, in terms
I
of
think
trying
Lucas is
to...
just going to bide his time. Quinton taking on this pot to the top left,
Yes.
but hasn't left himself with too much to work with in terms of developing that other red.
Quinton Naidu, he's a player sponsored by Florida Dance Cafe. He's a very confident player after starting with a 6-all result against Nsobo. 1 break and finish, 1 golden break in week 1. He's aged 45. He's the owner of Star Group Student Accommodation. He has most apples in SA Champs 2025. Attended 4 World Championships 2006, 7, 17 and 18.
I think it was actually 2019 because I was with him
Yeah, he
in,
won the All Africa Championships
yeah.
in 2019.
as well. Yeah. But I
Yeah.
think 2019 he was also in Blackpool with us.
Yes. Potent player. Now this frame has been turned around now.
Yeah, Lucas is going to play the combination. And it looks like he's
Look at the
developed.
shot
Nice.
Lucas came up with.
Yeah, and he's landed with nice position on the bottom.
Is
or
he
top
the
2 yellows.
Aristotle of pool?
I don't know. He
Yeah, it's a
certainly earned his nickname of Mr. Consistency.
Yes.
He does have a Iceman-like composure about
Yes.
him.
The Iceman.
He doesn't get rattled easily, like at all.
Okay. Master Mutwani says we will most likely see a golden break in this match.
Will it be the first one for the evening?
Prue Andrews say well done to both commentators. Great
Oh, thank you,
commentary.
Prue. Your support always encourages us to be better as well. So thanks for all the words of encouragement, guys.
Yes. So says Mighty at coaching. Say we only get better with time.
That's true. Time and practice, as with
Yeah.
any skill.
This
Believe
game,
you me, commentary is sometimes as nerve-wracking as being on that
Certainly.
table.
yeah, because you're playing the balls, you know, even by holding the mic, you know, one way or the other, you know that you're in there.
Yeah. And you're also invested in the players as well. Like you want them
Yes.
to do well.
Yes. This is turning out into being a ding-dong battle.
Yeah, it's actually enthralling because like neither of them wants to give away. But maybe what I said earlier is going to ring true here because Lucas seems to have the slight competitive edge, just in his
In terms of
composure.
the finesse, yeah.
A little, not by
Yeah.
much.
Yes.
And a low scoring match as well. We're only 7 frames in, and we've been at the table for
Yes.
so average each frame taking over 4 minutes. That's fairly slow by their standards.
Yeah, I think this is a shot that failed Quinton because he wanted to block
Yeah.
that bottom pocket, yeah.
He needed to execute it a little bit more accurately to prevent Lucas from playing that combination.
Here's a key break. And the ball is down.
Yeah, Lucas is not going for the golden break. He's just going to drop a ball consistently,
Stay in there.
which he I think it's the first time he's managed to do that all match.
Yeah. It looks like this is a low scoring match.
No, very much so.
But the whole turnaround was brought about by Quinton when he lost that momentum.
Yeah, and that the one yellow in the center that didn't pot, and he had broken open the black so nicely. Gave Lucas a little bit of a lifeline there.
Let's get to see how Lucas negotiates himself this particular frame.
Yeah, he's got a bit of work to do.
A lot of work in this
And,
frame here.
His precision play will be absolutely necessary.
And tested.
Yes.
What a match to end up tonight's proceedings here.
Yeah,
Two
absolutely.
seasoned players.
Doesn't have to be high scoring to be entertaining, that's for sure. And he has not left himself where he wants to be there.
He knows.
He knows. I'm going to say it again, do something cool.
Yeah. And this is a frame that Quinton needs.
This is a pivotal frame.
Pivotal indeed.
Because those yellows are ripe for the potting.
All right, let's get to follow up and hear what they have to say on YouTube.
You probably have a lot of people watching tonight, especially at this match.
Yes.
Containing shot. Could it have ended up worse?
Yes.
You didn't want to move the reds away from that black too quickly, but Quinton will say, I see your shot, and raise you a snooker.
Yes. There we see Lucas sizing things up.
It's almost like Quinton is trying to force him to open up that those two reds, and in the process open up the black as well.
Yes. Let's get to follow the comments on YouTube.
Nicely played. Still, finish is fairly simple.
Yes, and respect. Blueprint says, rest in peace to Lani Bentele, lost to cancer. You know, we're making mention of players. All right, then Deshan wanted to know what is a golden duck. That's when a player breaks and then sinks the black and the white ball also goes down.
At the same time,
Yes,
yes.
that is a golden duck. We got Ree Mohammed, the Renaissance man in the house.
I had the pleasure of managing his team at provincial trials last year.
Yes.
And what a team, full of characters. Actually, managing is quite a lot of fun. Nice to be on the other end sometimes.
Oh yeah, he's got to finish either way.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so
I'd go
you
for
can
that
still
center
go
first.
the center,
Yeah.
then come to
Straighten
the
up
one.
the angle a
yeah.
little bit.
Yeah.
You can run through, pot that last yellow with a little bit of angle, and draw back a little bit for the black. in this bottom left hand pocket.
He's pumped up
Oh,
for
yeah.
this potential finish here.
Well, with less than 7 minutes left on the clock, he's going to want to make sure. Yeah, he's got a little angle there, but then he can use the bottom cushion, come back for that black.
What a shot.
Yeah, nice control.
The angle is key here.
Yeah, he might opt for 2 cushions, yeah? Or he could just run it
Yeah.
off the top and down again. Yeah, he just decided choose a simple route. Yeah, nice finish. Leveled the scores.
Yeah. What an end in sight here.
Yeah. Would be nice to see a golden break round about now. Last week we were blessed with a few.
When it matters the most,
When it matters the most.
he's pumped up.
Yeah.
He's gone back
That
to
frown is all
those
about the
factory
concentration.
settings, you know.
Reset
Yeah,
to factory
yeah.
settings. Or settings, I should say.
Yeah, we see, Quinton. A very good use of the cue ball here. There's a little bit of body sides as well.
Yeah. I'm sure pool players must get lots of wrinkles in their foreheads by the amount of times that they frown on each shot. Lucas in the background, no emotion showing on his face at all.
There we see.
Very nice break. Is it? Ooh, almost a golden break. And now Quinton with a nice opportunity to make the most of this frame and perhaps secure a bonus point with an apple. See that kiss of the red sent that black flying towards the pocket, but it didn't have enough legs to make it.
Yellow balls. It's gonna
Yellow
have to
it
be.
is.
Yeah.
A little bit of a problem yellow on this right hand side that it'll have to develop sooner rather than later.
Yeah, he needs to work around how he gets onto that yellow there.
Yeah, it's a little tricky. Well, actually, no. He's just got to play the center yellow well.
Yes.
Enough drawback. Land nicely with a cut into that bottom right hand side. Being mindful of where that other
winner-
yellow is going to go.
The winner of this frame will most probably
Win the match.
the match.
I agree. Oh, he's going to take it out the way now. That's going to be costly, and that's going to, I think, have a
Let's just
big
hope
role
it
to
did
play
not
in the
leave
outcome
a gap.
of the match.
Because if there's a gap there by the bottom, it's gonna put paid to Quinton's quest.
Yeah, I felt like he could pot that yellow in the center first and then go for that shot.
Yeah. It's for all. It's all to play for.
With the 3.5 minutes left to spare, I trust that Lucas will definitely make short work of this finish.
SPL is proud to support the Uzukanye Mbokoto Foundation.
Oh, and he missed it.
Yeah, visit their Facebook page to see how the UMF is empowering the youth of Alexander for a brighter tomorrow. You can WhatsApp 064 185 1889 for more info. Together we rise.
Oh, and Lucas made a bad error there. Oh, we're seeing some scrappy pool now.
Yes, he just needed to make sure that he covers that area there.
Yeah. So, let's see who is going to edge the other player out.
This frame here requires some creativity to bring it down. Like Lucas right here, right now, he's been given a Gildash opportunity for a double, something that he doesn't
so he's going to pot
really
this
revel
left hand
in.
yellow,
Yes.
red, sorry, and then he'll have to go for the double, in my opinion,
Yes.
if he wants to finish this match and finish this frame. Opting
Testing
not to do
moments.
that. Be interested to see which path he follows. He's opted to pot that center red and hopefully develop that other red.
I've got fear for this because
Yeah.
if it doesn't work out, Might just bring the opponent.
Yeah, and it didn't work out so great now, did it?
Not bad actually.
It's okay,
Yes.
but that's a fine
Yeah,
cut.
yes.
It's a very fine cut to have to make at this stage of the match.
Yeah. And there's like
But-
1 minute.
Done it beautifully.
No kiss off. All right.
It's all right. He's going to have to make a plan on that last red, though.
And Quinton is just waiting, saying, the longer it takes him, the better for me, I'll rather settle for a draw than to lose this encounter.
Yeah. I think
Can he come into the center and then use 2
Yes.
cushions?
he's going to use the cushions and always going to land really nicely. So that was a very nice controlled positional shot.
He's got to cut it in,
Oh, yeah.
That's it, yeah.
Just got to make sure of the pot. Ooh, and that was not his best attempt at that.
He's got 40 seconds to try and go for a
And
finish.
he's going to go for it, but he's overrun a little bit. Got to be sure. You can see he's like, oh, which one?
He needs the
Go.
victory. He needs the
He needs
victory.
a victory,
Quinton.
and he's got the opportunity to do it. There we go.
He'll want to go for it.
He's got more than enough time to do it. He's checking the clock nervously. And he's done it.
Yes. He's looking at the time.
Lucas will not be happy with that.
Yeah. And Quinton has defeated Mr. Consistency. Yeah. All good things come to an end. Could this be the story with Lucas being brought down? So, yeah, after a Navy encounter, we're gonna be crossing over now to Michelle, who's gonna be getting some post-match thoughts from the players. Yes, and now we go to Michi for some post-match interviews.
Thank you very much. Lucas, how much is that last rail shot going to play in your mind to take the win tonight?
I did all that work to get to that red, and I knew that was the shot. I should have taken a little bit more time on it. I don't know. It's gonna play quite a while in my head, eh?
I can imagine. I mean, I've missed similar putts like that as well. It's almost like you want the shot to work so badly that your arm tightens up a bit. But still, throughout the match, we saw you play some really good frames, really good finishes. It was a tight match. Did you feel like it would play out this way?
No, I didn't. I thought I'd play a little bit better than that. I made a couple of mistakes in the beginning. I thought I could have nicked 1 or 2 frames in the beginning. Just started off pretty better. But that's how the games go. I'm going to go back to the drawing board and work hard again and see where can I accumulate some frames. We've been scoring low frames in the games. That doesn't help us at all. Both me and Quinton. So we're going to have to get up our pace and get some frames next week.
I did notice that a lot of the breaks were dry breaks, and perhaps that also factors into how things play out.
Yeah, absolutely. I've been tweaking with my breaks and playing from one side to the other side. I'm running out of options, but I'll still continue and see what I can do.
Just keep plugging away at it. We've still got a long way to go, and it's a marathon, not a sprint. So I'm sure you're going to do very well next week.
Thank you.
Thanks very much, Lucas. I'm going to be joined by our victorious Quinton. Well done on your win there, Quinton. I must say, from the first shot of the match, you definitely approached the table with a great sense of confidence.
Yes, I've been confident last week. I've been confident this week. I don't think so. The fixtures was in my favor. I played the person that came out second last season. They well informed of the SPL. They clued up. I'm a newbie coming into this arena, and I was up against the second person who finished off second in the last season, and now I'm up against the person who finished first with undefeated. That he wasn't defeated the last season, so I think I did well to beat him 5-4. Lucas is a very composed player, so I started off well on 3-0. I got rattled. I think it was a bad call with the ref, but it happens in sport, and that just rattled me, threw me off totally. I mean, that's I guess you have to get used to it as well. In any sport, that's how it goes. And then by the time I got momentum back, it was, I managed to get that last frame 5-4.
You say you're a newbie in this format, but you're by no means a newbie to the international stage. Do you think your experience is helping you out a little on the table?
No, definitely. I've been playing for close to 30 years, and I've been to 4 World Championships already. So I've seen the limelight. But this, remember, although the table could be similar and the balls are similar, when the rules change, it changes the whole game. So, and we need to get used. I need to get used to the camera and things like that. So it's a new setting for me. Yeah.
Well, you certainly look very proficient and comfortable and confident on the table, so I'd like to take the opportunity to say well done and good luck. Hopefully you get an earlier fixture next week.
I better.
Thanks, Quinton.
Thank you so much.
Fantastic display of pool here, and what can you tell the viewers about your experience here tonight?
Oh, it's always exciting. It's adrenaline. Even last week when I got home quite late, like about close to 12. I couldn't even sleep yet. The adrenaline was still pumping, so it's exciting. I would tell everyone this is the way to go. I love it.
Way to go, so says Quinton, and thank you for your performance here tonight. Yeah, Mishi, your highlights for tonight. What could you tell us were your highlights from the matches that we saw here tonight?
Yes, I definitely enjoyed this match. I think there were a couple of unforced errors, but it was like a battle of the wills. In terms of other matches, I think the standout performance was definitely from Niko. Coming from last week from an 11-1 loss to the proficiency and the confidence and the creativity with which he played tonight, I think that was the standout performance.
Yeah, I think the improvement areas with regards to the players applying themselves it's that opening quarter, how they apply themselves. I mean, we saw with Quinton, he had that groove at the beginning of the match, and he kind of like lost the momentum, in the middle of that encounter.
It just shows you the value of not letting outside factors get to your way of thinking, creeping into your thoughts, just keeping that peace, that presence in the moment, and that helps you to continue that momentum on the table. And that only comes with experience. It doesn't come overnight.
Yes. Week 2 was breathtaking, and without any further ado, I'm more than looking forward to week 3, another exhilarating week in prospect. And I'm saying, Michi, another great evening again, and thanks to you and the production team. We're hoping to bring you another sterling one next week.
Absolutely, can't wait, and I can't wait to see all our viewers tuning in again next week.
Yeah, with that said, guys, we are calling it the wrap from Billiard Cafe, the cathedral of pool in GP, and we're saying SPL rules week in and week out. We are here to stay. Thank you and good night.
Good night.